Let's get it on!
This is the Suplah Wrestling Podcast.
Slap some meat.
Hello wrestling fans and welcome to the End of Year Awards for 2024. I am Addy Kwan and with me as always is Sam Brooks.
Just going on record, this isn't how I wanted to start the year, but I think we can say the same for everybody. Hasn't 2025 been fucking terrible so far?
Yeah.
It's not been the best start to the years, but we are here on January 28th. This is a bit late for us. You may be wondering, where the fuck have we been? It's not like we have a fucking channel to run or some shit to do, right? It's not like we have our annual end-of-year awards tradition at the start of every January, right? This is what happens when life gets in the way. I had to check in my laptop for, we'll call it repairs, because it had, let's say, broke. And it took a bit longer than expected, because who in their right mind would check in their laptop for repairs before Christmas? Nay, the week before Christmas. Thinking, oh yeah, it'll be back in no time at all. Nah, took until the middle of January for it to return, and ever since I've had it back, we've been a bit busy, just living our lives, being regular adult men. Hello, taxpayers.
Yeah, life. Oh, life.
You've been reffing and jeffing it up in PPW, haven't you?
Yeah, I refereed my last show, which was on Sunday. What day is it today? It would have been the 26th. I refereed that show. It was a very good show. And
have you been going into business for yourself? Have you been screwing over any of the new young talent?
No, but I am going to be making my managerial debut.
Oh, wonderful, fantastic news! The prophecy is true. After all these years of saying that Andy Kwan would make a fantastic manager character, it's finally been set in motion. There's no stopping this boy. Once he gets going, once he has a mission, there's no stopping him.
People said it can't be done. I will prove everyone wrong. Get fucked. So anywho, that's not my character's name, Get Fucked. I mean, that's a great name.
Welcome to the ring, manager, Get Fucked.
No, I'm
He's
managing...
European.
Yes, from Sweden. No, I'm managing a gentleman by the name of Maxwell Wilson, and he had his debut this past Sunday in a very good match against Hardman Dan. And it should probably go online, so at some point, I don't know when, I don't run the YouTube channel, I can't even run
Check it out in the
channel.
description below. We're not an official affiliate. As far as I'm aware, they don't know that we exist. Is that true? Wonderful, let's keep it that way. So, end of year awards. What a year 2024 was. Why don't we look at some of the predictions that we made for the year and see how true they became?
They gotta be completely and utterly wrong, right?
Well, we have a really good selection here from all of the hosts. These were made at the very, very start of the year, January 2024. We're now in January 2025. Time is forever slipping away, and I'm not dealing with it very well. However, the predictions we made...
Time is a clock. Anyway, sorry.
The predictions we made were as follows. Starting with Andy Kwan, you predicted a wide variety of things, actually. I'm going to say... you were half on and half off with a lot of these.
That's like my life.
I'll let the audience interpret that how they so desire. Andy predicted that Swerve Strickland would win the AEW World title.
Hey, there you go.
This was fulfilled. He defeated... what was it? Samoa Joe? You also predicted Mercedes Moné would debut in AEW.
I was correct, and God, how awful did that go?
And God help everybody. You also predicted that Warner Bros. Discovery would keep the AEW deal in place. Now, I don't know what the fuck that means. Please elaborate. Is this something to do with television? I don't know. I'm not in the business. I don't give a fuck. What is this?
I think I was thinking that they were just gonna stay on TNT and TBS.
And they did?
And they did.
And they did.
And they're on Max as well, whatever the hell that is.
Well, Max is a member of their roster.
No, Max is a...
Actually, Max is multiple members of their roster, now that I think of it.
No, Max is a wrestler that I'm going to be managing. No, Max is a...
Oh, Max, the protagonist of Life is Strange, yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Fine. Yeah, whatever. It's all of these things. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, cool. It's not a streaming service. It's just whatever the fuck we just said. So technically I was right, yes.
Oh, it's that setting on the Hoover.
Holy mother of Jesus.
No, the hairdryer, sorry. You also predicted that LA Knight would not win the World Championship. You were unfortunately correct. He did find some success in the midcard as United States Champion, however.
Whoop-dee-oo!
You don't give a fuck. I do. I thought he had a great year, personally.
Meh.
Well, it'll be what it'll be. Here's your incorrect predictions. You predicted that Jon Moxley would find himself in WWE again. In fact, the opposite is true.
Kind of wish he did.
I also kind of wish he did, but we'll elaborate on that when we get to the show. You also predicted that CM Punk would be fired from WWE. Quite the contrary. He is still there.
So far.
So good. You also predicted that Dolph Ziggler, or Nick Nemeth, or whatever the hell he's calling himself nowadays, he would appear in AEW. You were incorrect, unfortunately. He is stuck in TNA. For better or for worse, it's hard to say. If a Dolph Ziggler or a Nick Nemeth does a superkick in TNA, does anyone watch it? Not us.
No one
We're the
does.
only ones that matter. You also predicted Bryan Danielson would have a match with Nigel McGuinness at All In, and it would be his retirement match.
Well, I was kind of half right, but they did it on a Dynamite.
They did it on a Dynamite. Nigel McGuinness was at All In the Casino Battle Royal, and Bryan Danielson did retire, sort of.
Give me half a point.
No. We don't do things by halves here.
I thought it was a Nigel McGuinness retirement, which he kind of did retire McGuinness.
Is there such a thing as a retirement in wrestling when you think about it?
Oh, please.
It's all
Fine.
temporary, dust in the wind. And finally, we predicted that Andy Kwan would forget to cancel New Japan World.
I did cancel it, and then I bought it again to watch Wrestle Kingdom and Wrestle Dynasty, and then I cancelled it.
So you had 5 incorrect predictions versus 4. Not a bad shout. You did a lot better than Brendan Davis, who out of his 4 predictions, 0 came true.
Nice.
Brendan Davis predicted that Damian Priest would ruin Cody's WrestleMania win.
Why? Why in the fuck would that ever happen?
Well, I don't know, there's a precedent
he was
for it
Money
in
in the
wrestling.
Bank, that's
Yes,
why.
he was Money... No, he just decided to show up and just stick over Cody for no reason. Yeah. Not at all relevant to the story. No, what instead happened was Damian Priest ruined Drew McIntyre's WrestleMania win, although you could argue CM Punk also accomplished that feat. At WrestleMania Night 2, Drew McIntyre defeated Seth Rollins to become World Heavyweight Champion. He chatted shit to CM Punk at the announce desk, who then promptly attacked him, leading Damian Priest to cash in his Money in the Bank, and he became World Champion, leaving Drew McIntyre in the dust.
You got that partly wrong. He thrusted his penis in CM Punk's face, which then made CM Punk upset.
It wouldn't upset me. Don't threaten me with a good time, Drew. He also predicted that Gunther would relinquish the Intercontinental Championship. He did not! Gunther in fact lost the Intercontinental Championship at Night 2, or Night 1, I cannot remember, of WrestleMania, against Sami Zayn.
Yes, that did happen. I forgot all about that. Jeez.
And what a choice that was. I mean, it could have been somebody different, but we'll touch on that later in the show. Brendan also predicted that Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes would have a feud this calendar year. They did not, however, the seeds are in place.
Then you plant the seeds, and then
This
you
is
fuck
slow,
them up.
long-term booking. They call it a slow burn in fanfiction.
What's that?
It's a long-term booking, mate.
Okay.
Slow burn and long-term booking are basically the same term for this. Hey, when they eventually do it, potentially this year, I'll look forward to seeing it. And he also predicted Darby Allin would win the AEW World Championship.
They should have, but they didn't.
You're very correct, they should have, but they did not. And that is a summary of AEW in 2024. They should have done this, but they didn't. Moving on to Carmine Antonelli. Carmine predicted 4 things, 2 of which came true. Carmine predicted that CM Punk would remain employed at WWE, and that Gunther would have a World Championship match. Both are true.
Look, I'm Carmine and I predict things that are true. Oh, look at me.
I don't think Carmine sounds like that.
Oh, what do you want from New York? Oobity-boo.
Do you really want to make an enemy out of the state of New York?
I'm probably an enemy of a lot of people.
Yeah, that's not even probably. You are an enemy of a lot of people. Carmine also predicted the following incorrect predictions. AEW would sign a WWE Champion from 2023. That did not happen. Anyone who AEW signed was not a champion in WWE in 2023. And finally, Carmine predicted that Vince McMahon would appear on screen.
Nope, thank Christ for that.
That one upset your digestive system.
Yeah, it did. Did you hear that?
Yeah, we all heard that one, mate. Jesus.
The whole internet just heard my stomach turn at that thought.
Like a sleeper agent. If I say a sequence of words, you'll just vomit all over your microphone.
Yeah, don't say his name. It's like Voldemort. Don't say his name again, for Christ's sake.
Right, exactly. Anyway, Keelan had 3 predictions, 2 were wrong, no, 2 were right, and 1 was false. Keelan predicted that MJF would stay in AEW, and boy howdy, did he! I'll say his tattoo choices are questionable.
Yeah, but oh well.
Talk about losing aura, but anyway, we'll get to that. He also predicted that Tony Khan would become an on-air character, and he was right, for a week or 2.
Was he?
There was a moment where he was pile-driven by the Young Bucks, and then he wore that neck brace at the NFL draft. Yeah, that happened, and then it became nothing.
That happened last year, didn't it? And his dad turned up.
Yeah.
I thought that was the year before.
No, that was last year.
Oh my god, I thought that was the year before. What is wrong with this company?
What a confusing storyline that never amounted to anything. LOL TNA. Oops, fuck, sorry. LOL AEW. Anyway, Keelan also predicted that CM Punk would stay employed until WrestleMania, but then fuck it up and be fired.
Why? We have no faith in Phil Brooks at all, do we? Like, none.
Well, we didn't at the time, and perhaps for good reason.
Well.
Liam Dunn had one singular prediction for the year, and it was the same prediction that Liam Dunn has made every year for the last decade. Liam Dunn predicted that Cody Rhodes would win the World Championship. And Liam got his one prediction correct.
Oh, it finally came true! Hooray!
And now, like Thanos himself, he rests on his porch and watches the sunrise over a grateful universe.
He clicked his fingers, and then it happened.
Could you imagine if that whole story was just Thanos being a really big Cody Rhodes mark? The whole time he just wanted to get him the World Champion.
I'm just...
The only way we can do it is by getting all them Infinity Stones.
I'm just picturing a purple Liam Dunn who's like, The Rock versus Roman Reigns? No, fuck that. He just clicks his fingers. I want Cody Rhodes to win, damn it! I say it every year! From Australia!
And then mysteriously, the Young Bucks disappeared in a cloud of dust. No one's quite too sure why. And we top it off with my predictions for the year. I predicted also that Swerve Strickland would win the AEW World Championship. It came true. I also predicted that Roman Reigns would lose his World Championship. It came true. I didn't want to be bold and suggest that Cody would be the one to take it, because at that point, I was having a crisis, and I wasn't even sure that Cody would be the one. Turns out he was. So Roman lost his titles, fantastic stuff. I also predicted we would have fun at AEW All In 2024. Andy, did we have fun?
We did, and the after party, I had too much fun.
Again, we will get to that.
Oh no.
I also predicted that I would have fun at the WWE house show I was due to attend. Believe it or not, in 2024, I attended 5 separate wrestling events.
Hey. The events that I referee, do they count?
Well, that's one of them I did go to, and that was PPW Second Pursuit.
Ah, that was a very good show.
That was a very good show. It is on
YouTube.
YouTube. You can watch it for free. Link in the description below. Why am I giving myself so much work?
You can you can see my face.
You can. You can see you throw your hand against the mat a couple of times. It's good stuff. I also attended All In. I attended 2 WWE live events. And New Japan Royal Quest I also attended at Crystal Palace Recreational Center. Also known as your grandma's shed. Jesus Christ, that venue. Felt like being in school PE all over again. But well worth it, because I got to see Mina Shirakawa, I got to see Hiroshi
I'm jealous of
Tanahashi,
that.
I got to see Tetsuya Naito. Oh, it was so much fun.
No, I don't give a fuck about the rest of those people. I only care about Lita.
Okay, Guna, settle down. Jesus. The desk is rising.
What's a gooner? Isn't that like if you like Arsenal? I do like Arsenal, so that's cool.
Take the null out of that, and then you're correct. I also
I'm an
predicted
arse.
that the House of Quan would remain undefeated in Suplah Brawl.
Yeah, boy.
Turns out you were. And
Get
we'll
me the
talk
cap.
about Brawl later. We got some things to say about it.
Okay.
I also, however, predicted the following two predictions. Sting's final match would not be good. Now, I'm going to say, I left that unticked in that it didn't come true, because, depending on who you talk to, should he have faced the Young Bucks? Nah, maybe not. I don't know how you could have booked a satisfying conclusion to Sting, really.
You can't. It's
You
impossible.
can't. It has to be on his terms, and apparently his terms were facing Matthew and Nicholas in whatever match they had. Wasn't that when Darby went through all that glass?
I know it's the one where Sting brought out his two sons to look like...
Oh, yeah,
versions of
fantastic.
him.
And one of them is now training to be a wrestler, which is just fantastic news.
Well, no shit. I mean, if that's his offspring, bruv, they're going to be like the fucking... like the next Stingers. It's yeah. But
Can't wait for
no
Sting
shit.
2.
Here comes Sting Jr. He's a man, Junior Sting. He does this. He does that. He does it just like his dad.
There you go. The joke landed eventually. We had a bit of turbulence there in the air, but we got there eventually.
Let me fucking cook, bruv. Let me cook.
No, I've learned over 12 years not to let you cook.
Let me cook.
I also predicted that a Brawl character would retire. No, it did not happen. But again, we'll talk about Brawl later. What did you think of the year as a whole? I thought one of the best years we've had in recent memory.
I would say it was probably one of the best years ever. And I've lived through the Attitude Era, and I've lived through fucking every fucking era besides from the 80s, 70s, 60s, 50s. Anyway, every era since the Attitude Era. So I think it's probably one of the best years we've ever had. Unless you're an AEW fan, you would say it's one of the worst years you've ever had. But we'll get there. We'll get there in this magical award show.
I would argue that for wrestling as a whole, it was a great year.
Oh,
WWE
yeah, God, yeah.
on the better side of it. AEW, oh boy. Wow.
They fell off a cliff after All In.
What a time. Wait, after All In?
Yeah, after All
After
In.
All In?
Just... No,
I would argue before it.
No, I think All In, it had some hope, and then it just kind of went... Pew!
Tony drove the bus off a cliff, and now it's
He's
still
like,
falling.
It's like, I've been to Wembley, now I'm going to just drive this off a cliff. Woo!
Now we're going to Texas.
No, you're not, because you're going to have to move your stadium.
What a load of shite. But anyway, shall we just get into this? Shall we just start? We have a habit of waffling on. We all know what we're here for. It's the end of your awards. We have fewer categories this year. Last year we learned that we're not doing Breakout Star anymore because nobody knows what the fuck it means. And we're also not doing a wheel anymore because it's just a waste of our time. Who thought that was a good idea?
Yeah,
Andy.
Yeah. What?
I told you not to buy that wheel.
I didn't buy the wheel. You bought the wheel.
Wait, you didn't buy... You stole that wheel?
No, you bought it.
That doesn't sound like something I would do.
Well, did my cat buy it? I don't think he did.
You should ask him.
I can't, he's asleep.
Brilliant. Okay, let's just start already out of the gate. Have you got your picks ready?
Yeah, boy.
Shall we start with Best Wrestler of the Year?
Okay, so my best wrestler of the year is Toni Storm.
Interesting. Please elaborate.
She, I think, consistently has been a phenomenal character. Completely reinvented herself. Had some bangers of matches. And the whole, like, amnesia thing is fucking hilarious. And now she's sort of no longer got amnesia or has this weird split personality thing going on. I think it's single-handedly carried AEW. It was the only reason to watch that show for a very long time. Toni Storm went from being one of the worst wrestlers in previous years to being one of the best. She's made Mariah May a fucking star in that match at All In. Phenomenal. Just a phenomenal character and consistently good. There have been probably more popular wrestlers, but I don't think they've been consistently good. And I think Toni Storm has been consistently good.
I would say that Toni Storm has always been a tale of 2/3. And by that I mean she's always been great in the ring, and she's had a great presentation. However, that third one that she's always been missing was a gimmick that people cared about.
Yeah.
And finally, with the Timeless shit, it took off, it went on its own, so many good feuds with that. I would argue at times a little bit one note. However, it's wrestling. A lot of it can be one note a lot of the time. No one looks at Stone Cold and says, wow, what a character with so much depth, you know? No one really talks about the nuance of The Rock, you know? So if you're one note, I feel like that's a forgivable sin. She's just old. She's from the 1920s. That's her gimmick. Who knew it would work so well? But not only this, it did in fact breed that fantastic story with Mariah May, which we will get to. Brendan Davis of the Suplah nominates Seth Rollins and Toni Storm.
I think we're going to have a winner here.
Seems Seth Rollins has had a pretty interesting year. What do you think of Seth Rollins in 2024?
Yeah, I mean, he's had bangers.
Oh yeah, his run with the World Championship up until he lost it at Mania. His on and off feud with Punk, which has just been building and building and building and may potentially have ended, but the door may be open, who knows?
Didn't he wrestle, like, injured?
I mean, he's not been at the peak of his physical capabilities for a good few years now. He's not exactly cooked, like certain people would say, but he's still able to put on some fantastic matches.
Yeah,
but arguably he did less this year. He had that he had a couple of brief hiatuses. It was after Mania, which arguably deserved, because he helped carry that build to what it eventually became. And then Bronson Reed also, like, killed him with 7 tsunamis or something, so he took time off after that. So he's had a bit of time off this year. He was special guest referee for a match between Punk and Drew, I believe.
Oh yeah, I vaguely remember that. But I mean, it's I still think out those two, Toni Storm's still the pick.
Well, yeah, for sure. I mean, don't get me wrong. Seth is my boy, always has been, perhaps always will be until he gets cancelled for doing something terrible. Assuming that happens, hopefully not, but it is wrestling. You can't be too sure of anything these days.
Makes us sad.
Liam Dunn nominates Cody Rhodes and Joe Hendry.
Ooh.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Cody Rhodes. Oh, fuck. Oh. I messed it up. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I mean, what a year that man had, Joe Hendry.
Joe Hendry.
Fucking Joe Hendry.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Now, it goes back to that question of, why do people like Joe Hendry? Is he just a meme?
I don't know.
I don't want to be that guy who's like, oh, do you like Joe Hendry? Name his finisher and his best match. Like, I'm not that guy anymore. I used to be. I'm not anymore. So, I mean, you can like whoever you like for whatever reasons you want to. That's the beautiful thing about this art that we watch. But I don't know. I don't know. In terms of wrestling ability, I can name a few better ones. I'm not saying he's incorrect for having this opinion. That's a great opinion to have. Joe Hendry is a crowd favorite. He's had a really good underdog story in TNA. Winning the TNA World Heavyweight Championship, finally. And he seems WWE bound in his future. Now, granted, this TNA WWE partnership that we've been seeing... Oh, that's a weird fucking sentence to say.
Yeah, I never thought I'd ever hear that, but yeah.
No, never thought we'd see that, but it has happened. And he's arguably one of the people at the forefront of this. So, could we be seeing him in the mid-card of WWE eventually? Potentially. And I would welcome it. He fulfills a role, and he does it so well.
Yeah, I mean... I think he needs to get the fuck out of TNA as quickly as humanly possible.
Well, I mean, you could say the same about a majority of the people in that company. To be quite honest, it doesn't seem like the greatest place to be right now.
But the plus side is, with the WWE deal, that in theory, like, they could end up on NXT or fuck Raw, SmackDown. So, yeah.
I think the day I see the TNA logo on an episode of Monday Night Raw will be the day I realise where we're at in the universe, you know? Like, that's such a weird fucking thing to even imagine. They should have done this 10 years ago.
I'm shocked it hasn't happened sooner.
Well, all the things had to be in the right place for it, so, yeah. Nah, fair enough. Joe Hendry and Cody Rhodes, yeah, Cody Rhodes. Absolutely fantastic shout.
Yeah, I mean, kind of goes without saying at this point.
He is the man.
Yeah, I mean, it's either going to be Cody Rhodes or Toni Storm.
Well, we have other nominations.
Do we? Like who?
Carmine Antonelli nominates Mask Demasculine from Bleach, the animated series.
What in the fuck is he talking about, bruv?
Carmine Antonelli, the lunatic host, nominates an anime character for Best Wrestler of the Year, and they say why. He says, Mask Demasculine from Bleach. This fucker is ridiculous. He shoots star-shaped holes into people's bodies and tanks sword slashes like it's nothing. I don't know how you can realistically keep the title off of him much longer. He's killed people. An interesting shout.
It's not an interesting shout. Don't entertain the idea. What is wrong with you?
No, I mean, hey, we've had, like, I don't know,
anime
we've nominated
is
some
not a
weird
real
things.
thing. You can't put anime in. It's not real. It's a drawing.
Wait, anime isn't real?
It's a drawing.
Just like how wrestling isn't real?
They're actual people in the fucking ring.
Nah, it's all holograms, isn't it?
What is happening?
It's like Tupac. He wasn't real.
Tupac was not even... That's a new one. It's not Tupac isn't dead. Tupac wasn't even a thing to begin with, bro.
It was a collective, there was some guy pretending to be Tupac.
What the fuck?
Hey, you know what happens when you invite your partner to 4 different wrestling shows in a year? It means they have opinions about wrestling, so I've got Ellie's nominations here.
Okay.
Best Wrestler of the Year is Zack Sabre Jr.
Okay, that's a good shout. See, Carmine? That's how you make a fucking prediction. Christ.
Zack Sabre Jr. because he's a funny man that wrestles good and is fun to watch, and he has a good butt.
Okay.
I mean, there's no complaints from me, that's all pretty solid. Zack Sabre Jr., what a year he has had. He has won the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. He won the G1 Climax to get that championship opportunity. And, not only this, he entered Wrestle Kingdom as champion, and he left as champion. Zack Sabre Jr., as of today, is still the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. Fantastic stuff. Should have happened a while back. Finally glad he's able to do this. Saw him at Royal Quest, and it was brilliant. 10 out of 10.
Did he have a match against Bryan Danielson?
Yes, they did indeed share the ring at one point, and that's just a fantastic match anyway.
Well, yeah. And he was the only reason why I bought Wrestle Kingdom.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
That was the only reason. I wanted to watch the British guy walk out with his belt.
And he did.
And he did.
But don't fucking lie to me, because I believe Mina Shirakawa was on one of those cards that weekend. So
she was on the next card. That's why I bought that one too.
Yeah, that's why you bought. Oh, I see. So there's 2 different reasons.
Yeah,
Got it. Right.
see?
Guna. Let's hear my nomination, shall we? I'm going to say some names that haven't been said yet, and I'm surprised no one has. Mariah May.
Oh yeah, good shout. Yes.
Without Toni Storm, I would argue she wouldn't perhaps be where she is now, so I have that story to thank for this, but incredible performer to come from just starting with AEW to now becoming the linchpin of the women's division, putting on banger after banger, consistent character work, really good character work, great promos, great matches, looks fantastic all the time. We got nothing bad to say about Mariah May, right?
I actually said it all on tape. You can see this. A star is born today, and it was.
Fantastic stuff. What a great year she's had. I also nominate, in the WWE side of things, Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
Name me a bad thing about Drew McIntyre. You can't.
No, I cannot do that.
You can't. Great look, great body of work, great promos, character work, all the feuds, everything. 10 out of 10. Can't be denied. I'm so glad that we're at this point. Marquee star, finally won the world title in the front of a crowd of people. Brilliant stuff. Fantastic on Twitter. Fantastic in the ring. Can't say anything bad about him. So what do you think? If you had to pick a name from all of these people, because what's the point in just talking about these things? There must be a winner. Clearly, it's Masked Masculine from Bleach.
No, it's not. Shut the fuck up. That's not even a fucking person. Stop it. So, I want to say Toni Storm.
Toni Storm did get 2 nominations, so I guess democratically that makes sense.
Welcome to democracy! Yeah!
There you go, best wrestler of 2024? Yeah, Mariah May.
No, I said Toni Storm.
Oh, fuck yeah, Toni Storm, sorry. I'm saying what I want to hear, clearly. But it can't all be good. It can't all be good news.
Oh,
we have to nominate our worst wrestler.
Okay, I've got it. You're gonna love this one.
This is an interesting category, and I can't wait to say all these nominations. Please, start the proceedings, Andy. Who is the worst wrestler of 2024?
I only have one.
You only have one?
And if this guy doesn't win it, I'm gonna...
Oh, okay, out of the field here, let me count quickly. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 names, not including yours. So, what are the odds that you've said one of these names? Let me hear it. Who's the worst?
Chris Jericho.
Hey, ding, ding, ding. Nail on the head. Also nominated by Liam Dunn. Tell me about it.
Alright.
I mean, you don't have to, but for the sake of the audience who may not know why we're nominating Chris Jericho, please explain.
He has go-home heat. And he's just... Like, I can't describe it. He's past it now. It's got to a point where I want him to go away. If he just fucked off and retired like a year ago, I probably wouldn't think he's a twat. But then you add all like those allegations that were a thing that I don't know if they were like proven or not proven. The fact that he decided to use All In to fucking play his wanky band's wanky songs.
Hi guys.
The fucking learning tree can go fuck itself. Chop that fucker down, burn it to the fucking ground.
Wood chipper, please.
It's another wanky Chris Jericho stable, because he can't do anything else in his fucking company without a fucking stable for some fucking reason. He's just slow now. He's just old.
He looks like he wrestles underwater.
And he's, no offense to him, but he's kind of fat, but he's not. Like, it just makes you sad.
Built like an air fryer, some might say.
He's like the Axl Rose of wrestling. Just go away.
Oh, that's such an apt description of Chris Jericho. Holy shit.
Just go the fuck away. You're
the
ruining
dad rocker
it.
Who doesn't ever want to stop, because why on earth would he want to stop? Everyone loves him, right?
And he could have been a manager. He could have been a commentator. He could have been a road agent. He could have done anything. But the fact that he's still going, just fuck off. And they've now had to resort to putting the Ring of Honor world title, a title which, by the way, he's already had, to try and keep him relevant. Go away. No one wants to see you anymore. And it's not even like it's good heat. It's X-Pac. Fuck off the face of the earth. Can the earth just swallow you whole heat? Fuck off, Chris Irvine. Piss off forever. Just go away. You're up there with Hogan. Go away.
I saw an interesting take on Chris Jericho, and I think it bears repeating. A lot of people are quick to say that he is fascinatingly good at reinventing himself. He's very good at coming up with different gimmicks and having all of these different characters under his belt. To which I'll say, sure, that is a good thing to have. However, it may also be the case that he's not able to keep any of them interesting for longer than a few months at a time, and that's why he has so many.
Well, the issue is, I don't even think it's that. I think all of his gimmicks he's had have been good. But it gets to a point when your luck runs out, and then you just start coming up with shit. And I think he's consistently been coming up with shit. And unfortunately, it's just time for him to just go away. Like he did what he needed to do for AEW as a name when the company first started, to put the company on the map. He's done everything he needed to do. Take all the backstage stuff away and all the political stuff away. He's done everything that he needed to do. Just go the fuck away.
Yeah, we made our point, I feel.
Yeah.
Brendan Davis nominates 2 names. Wheeler Yuta. Let's start with this. What do you reckon?
Why?
Well, he didn't specify why, but I kind of get it. He's just kind of shit, isn't he? He's just not that good, really. For the place where he's at now, he hasn't had much progression, I feel, in the last few years. When you're constantly hanging around some of the best wrestlers of this generation, and you're still putting on Wheeler Yuta quality matches, you know, are you learning nothing from Jon Moxley? Are you learning nothing from Claudio? Are you learning nothing from Pac? Again, these are fantastic wrestlers who can teach you things.
He doesn't suit that group, and that group is shit. So
why is he in that group? I don't understand why he ever left the Best Friends. Or why the Best Friends ever disbanded. You need a group like that, because that's where Wheeler Yuta fits. Also, his name's Wheeler. What does that mean? I don't know, should he... yeah, you say that. I feel like that should be, I don't know, a Diesel gimmick. He should be a trucker or something. He doesn't have a gimmick, really. He's just a guy.
He's just Beard Man.
Beard man with too long of a fringe. He looks like a weird dog that, put clothes on. And no one's like... Remember that bit in the Scooby-Doo film where he puts on a dress and a hat and everyone's like, oh, it's Grandma. No, that's a dog. People are like, oh, wow, look at Wheeler Yuta coming out to wrestle. No, that's a dog. Reminds me of a dog.
Ah, God. What's the other picks?
Saraya. Agree.
Yeah.
Approve. We've said it, I think, last year. What does she have to offer besides really shit opinions? She's not that good in the ring anymore, really. You know? Any TV time that she has could be spent better elsewhere.
I really think that... And I know Tony's
awful theme music.
Well, she's going to have to change that theme music now.
We'll get to that.
So she's single now, yeah?
Yeah.
Huh.
Don't worry, Andy. There's still a chance.
It's like that Jim Carrey meme. It's like, so you're telling me there's a chance?
Why do you want a chance? I mean, hey, is there a track record of men not speaking well enough for itself? Do you really want to be added to that Hall of Infamy?
Oh, hang on a minute. You're putting me in the same fucking class as Alberto Del Rio. What the fuck,
No, I don't
man?
think I am. I think you are by saying, oh, is there a chance? Why do you want a chance? You don't want a chance. Stay away.
I know that,
It's not worth it.
I know, nice people don't say that they're nice people, but I'm a nice person in comparison to Alberto Del fucking Rio, bro.
Exactly. So maybe the key thing there is, maybe she's not a nice person, and we know she isn't, because she's fucking doing all these awful things on social media, when she could just literally say nothing. It costs nothing to say nothing. And yet, here we are, in 2025. God damn, she's horrible. She's awful. Not a fan.
I don't even know what you're talking about. What is she saying and stuff?
Oh, just you fucking racist, transphobic fucking...
Oh, fantastic.
Anyone who criticizes her on Twitter with valid criticism, she's like, well, you're ugly. It's like, oh no, okay. That's not a good response to being criticized.
My response with that would be, yes, but you're still shit. That doesn't make any difference.
You're so right. Yeah, we're both ugly in different ways, then, aren't we? Wow.
Yeah.
Ugly face, ugly personality. Not saying you have an ugly face, Andy, at all.
Aww.
Just the people that she talks to on Twitter. I don't fucking know.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
Ellie nominates CM Punk.
No.
Specifically, I hate him, and I hate that I'm starting to like him again. I agree. I'm starting to like him again, and I hate it.
Yeah. No, I don't.
The WWE PR machine is just unstoppable. It's good. It's really fucking good at taking people who you want to hate and think, do I, though? Were we wrong? Perhaps were we wrong this whole time?
No, I think...
No.
I still think Punk is outside
There's shades
the
of
ring.
grey.
Well, yeah, outside the ring, dickhead. But inside the ring, where
even
it
then,
probably matters
socially,
the most.
he's on the right side of history. But is that performative? Again, it's just a whole fucking thing. All I know is he puts on good promos, he puts on good matches, compelling storylines. But fuck, man. I'm not forgetting about all that shit in AEW. I'm not. Because people still fucking talk about it.
This is the thing,
including AEW, which we'll get to later.
Well, yeah, this is the thing. Everyone now needs to just forget that it even happened. Because it's hurting...
Easiest thing to do is move on and not even talk about it. But as you know, the wrestling fandom doesn't like to do that.
That's because you're all fucking idiots.
God forbid we move on.
Yeah, just move on. It's time to move on.
You heard about the Montreal screw job, Andy?
Yeah, but Brett has a right. Brett has a right to not move on from that, but everyone else can just fuck off.
You know who hasn't ever moved on? That piece of shit, Bill Goldberg.
Brett hates Bill Goldberg. Still.
We have more nominations. Carmen Antonelli comes in with a nomination for their upstairs neighbor from upstairs.
What?
We don't know where this guy trained, but we hear him slamming shit onto the floor all day, every day, and he sucks. Whoever or whatever he's slamming sounds like pure dog shit. Like a sack just full of mud and wet sand. He grunts a lot, too. Just making fucking monkey noises like Tim Allen. I hate him. So says Carmine. I mean, fair. If that happened to me, I would also nominate that as Worst Wrestler of the Year.
What is happening? What kind of fucking... I'm just gonna call the local council or something. I don't
Call
know.
the government. Call the king. Call the navy.
I don't know how the New York fucking
Throw a brick
thing
through his
works,
window. That'll get him.
Just get like a broom and fucking bang the ceiling. It's not
Glitter
fucking
bomb his
difficult.
house or something.
No, don't do that. Do not do that. You end up on a list or in prison.
And I nominate Nia Jax. I don't care what you all say. There's no improvement there. None. Zero. I've been watching these matches with my eyeballs. They are exactly the fucking same as they were the year before, and the year before, and the year before. Granted, she may have had a little bit of improvement, but a turd is still a turd. Did you see those fucking chair shots in War Games?
Yeah.
I didn't either, because you can't call those chair shots. Fucking hell. I had to sit through a Nia Jax match at one of those WWE live shows.
Oh, Christ.
I've seen it in person. It's fucking shit. Still. TV doesn't make it any better. Like, doesn't matter if there's any camera cuts or anything. No, it's still fucking boring. Surprised no one nominated Nia Jax this year.
I think it just gets to a point where you just think, oh, there's just no point.
There's more in the world besides Nia Jax. And that's true, because I also nominate Tonga Loa.
What?
Tonga Loa.
What, the guy who's in the bloodline?
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
Why? I thought you loved New Japan people.
I do love New Japan people, but Tonga Loa is shit.
What the fuck is happening?
He has been for years, and perhaps always will be at this point. But, I will say this, to his credit, he's so shit, it's funny. It's so fucking horrendous looking at him with that stupid eye patch, raising the tag belt incorrectly. Like, there's a charm to him. Like, I can't quite explain it. It's like The Room, you know? I know you hate that film, and you don't get it, but...
I fucking hate that film.
There's a charm in him being so laughably bad, you know? He's like Wallace from Wallace and Gromit, you know? Like, you just kind of laugh at how inept he is.
No, yeah, but Wallace at least comes up with inventions that you do think every now and then you go, actually, that's not a bad idea.
What, a pair of fucking trousers that walk your dog?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, perfect. Nothing. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's a Midlands thing that you just think Wallace is a good guy. No, yeah, Tonga Loa is fucking, like, at least he's funny. I can't say the same about Chris Jericho.
So we're going with Chris Jericho then?
Yep.
Yay!
Winner of the Nia Jax Award, Chris Jericho. On the contrary, there's some improvement with people. Let's talk about most improved. Andy, start us off correctly. Who has had the most improvement of 2024? Oh, I'm so happy you're nominating Jeff Jarrett. Oh, I'm so happy.
Jeff motherfucking Jarrett!
What? How has he improved? Please, tell the story.
I don't know how, and I don't know when.
Against God and everybody, he somehow did it.
Jeff Jarrett has become this character that everyone loves.
Yeah.
I cannot tell you the loudness of that pop at Wembley Stadium
Listen,
when Jeff Jarrett came out. And his matches have been actually good.
Yeah.
And I will enjoy a feud with MJF and Jeff Jarrett. I can't believe I'm saying this in 2025 that Jeff Jarrett in AEW is good. That's
Jeff Jarrett
why he's
is
the most
57
improved.
years old.
And he looks the exact same. Like, how is that possible?
You know how old Chris Jericho is?
How old is Chris Jericho?
54.
How old is Jeff Jarrett again?
57.
See what I mean?
How? I mean, granted, that's only 3 years, but still.
There's something in that Tennessee water. That's the problem. He must have jumped into the fountain of fucking youth for.
It's like
I don't know,
there's
banging
two
Karen.
sides of a coin.
Right, Karen is just
you
like
know?
it gives you fucking magic powers or something. I don't fucking know.
There's just something about him. I think it's a product of his environment, because when he was in TNA all those years ago, doing his Reign of Terrors, all 700-800 of them, it wasn't the right time nor the right space for it. But the role he's in now in AEW, he's with the right people, he's in the right position on the card, and he's used an according amount. He's not constantly featured, you know?
And it has that sort of endearing thing now, where it's like...
Yeah, hello, like old Jeff, you remember Slapnuts?
Remember Slappy? That's fucking hilarious. Oh, look,
Yeah.
he's beating the shit out of a duck. Oh no, that's Scott Snyder. What did Jarrett do?
He hit Beetlejuice over the head with a guitar.
That's it. And
And
it's sort
not
of
Michael
endearing.
Keaton, the little person, you know. He's dressed like Superman. Bong.
Who
Head
have you
shakes
got
as he
then?
falls over.
Have you got Jeff Jarrett too then, Sam?
No.
Oh.
I mean, I agree, but he wasn't who I nominated.
Oh.
You want to know who I've got?
Who have you got?
Harley Cameron.
Oh yeah, of course.
Fantastic improvement. Now, granted, I've always liked her, but objectively, perhaps she was not the greatest at wrestling. And I don't know what's happened, but I guess she's just been in with the right people. She's been, like, training or something, learning new things, but great character on screen, featured a good amount, good matches to a point, you know? Can't argue. That whole thing where, like, she had the mask on. Like, that was fucking funny. She's hilarious. Like, we need more of that. We need more comedy in life. There's not enough of it. Harley Cameron fulfills that role.
Yeah, and she better win the world title.
The world title.
No, the women's world title, not like fucking...
You know, who's gonna defeat the Death Riders? Harley Cameron, of course. I would love that, you know? At this point, I'd love anything.
By God, Harley Cameron has just beaten John Moxley, by God!
This is a
Tony.
sign of the times.
Book it, Tony, you fucking coward!
Yeah, I mean, hey, even if she wins the women's world title, fuck it, why not? It'd be funny, it'd be interesting. You know? We're on to something with her. But she's not my only nomination. I have a controversial nomination for Most Improved of 2024. Okay. You want to hear
Don't
it?
say Nia Jax.
No. Why would I say Nia? I just made it clear that I still don't think she's good. I mean, granted, they're related.
Oh, what?
My nomination for Most Improved... The Rock.
Can't do that! That's fucking stupid!
No, hear me out. As you say, let me fucking cook. Let me cook. Let me tell you.
Oh.
Remember at the end of Decades award show, I nominated The Rock as the worst wrestler of the decade? Do you remember why I did that?
I can't remember now. Why did you do that? That's 5 years ago.
Succinctly, to a point, it's not The Rock anymore. It's Dwayne Johnson, cutting the same promos, wrestling terribly, not putting anyone over. He was shit. But then, he becomes the final boss.
Yeah, fuck. What a gimmick. Holy
What
fuck.
a gimmick. And he definitely still has it, and he didn't ruin it by turning up on January 6th to Raw on Netflix and pissing away all of the potential stories.
Oh, you said January 6th. I was like, what did he do on that day? I don't think he was there, bruv. But no, right, Netflix.
No, yeah, they picked a wacky day to have that Raw debut, you know?
Yeah.
January 6th, where nothing bad ever happens.
Nothing, apparently, according to
Nothing.
Trump.
No, the Rock final boss character, in my opinion, puts him as a shout for most improved, because he went from just being Dwayne Johnson, who shows up and like, oh, remember when I was The Rock? I work on movies now. Haha, you fat piece of shit. Like, he just fucking talks about everyone on that roster in a very meta sense. And then the final boss came, and he had character work, he had fantastic entrance, the match he put on, that tag match, better than any of his singular matches from previous decade. I'll say it.
Literally,
and that's just looking at his performance.
His match, his tag match with Roman and Seth and Cody, right? I had people who didn't even watch wrestling ask me about that, watched it. Like, I was with people who are not wrestling fans, and they were like, oh my god, The Rock is so good! And it gets to a point now where he can just walk out for no apparent reason, and it will have no consequence with anything, and it'll be the greatest thing on that show. Like, why did he come out that one time for no reason, and then just didn't do anything afterwards? Who cares? It's The Rock.
Why did he come out and counter free? I don't know. So that CM Punk wouldn't main event? I don't fucking know. What a load of shit that turned out to be, but we'll talk about that when we get to that. We're going to talk about that later. Brendan Davis nominates for Most Improved Solo Sikoa and Anna Jay. What a tag team that would be.
I don't know about Anna Jay, but okay.
Okay, you don't agree with the Anna Jay take?
No.
No?
No.
She had an excursion in Stardom, which I love excursions. I feel like that needs to happen more often in wrestling. We've seen it recently with Omos going to Pro Wrestling Noah.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Fucking wacky, but good stuff, good shit. This is what they should have been doing this 10 years ago. I'll keep saying it. Nothing for Anna Jay.
Nah.
I agree. I'm sorry. If Brendan wants to defend himself in the comments, he absolutely can, but, I mean, sure, there's a bit of improvement, sure, but not much to speak of, really.
I mean, I can't tell you a single thing that Anna Jay's done this past year, so...
She fought Mariah May in a title match, I'm pretty sure.
Did she? Oh.
What do you think of Solo Sikoa? I agree with that, to be fair. He went from being the silent, strong type in the bloodline to becoming the head of his own wacky Tongan bloodline, and a lot of people didn't have any confidence in him. And I have to say, hold up, there's something in there. Because I saw his work in NXT, where he was like a Street Fighter type character, and he had good promo ability. He just didn't have that on the main roster at all. So then for him to become this, like, Starscream interpretation of the tribal chief, like, where you know he's shit, and he's not at the level that Roman was, it added layers to his character, and I have to agree, that was definitely a good shout for Most Improved, based on where he was at the start of the year. Don't know what the future holds for him, but I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out on that one. Are there any other predictions?
Predictions? Nominations?
What did I say?
You said... Do you not listen whenever you talk?
Nominations. Are there any other nominations?
Liam Dunn nominates Liv Morgan.
That's a good shout.
Yeah. Liv Morgan has always been, in my books, my favourite. I love her. She's mine. I saw her first.
That's not how this works.
Won the World Championship. End of a storyline with Dominic. Judgment Day. I wish she had more than one fucking feud for that whole year. Jesus Christ.
What a feud.
Yeah, great feud. Make it stop. Please.
Is it over yet?
I don't know. I don't think it is. That's the worst part. It's still fucking going.
Do a Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania, you'll be fine.
Yeah, then just please stop it. Let it go. Let it lie. I get it. You're getting the clicks. You're getting all the Guna bait in there while you can. Congratulations. Great business tactic. I'm bored.
No, I can never get bored of watching Liv Morgan and
No one asked you. No one asked you. It's not your opinion. That's my opinion. But yeah, no, Liv Morgan definitely is a good shout for Most Improved. Definitely. Leaps and bounds. She was never bad. She always had good fundamentals. But yeah, great character work. Great attires. Can't really complain. Besides having just for one feud. on repeat forever. Infinity. Money printing machine. Ellie nominates Ellie for most improved.
I feel like you have to.
Yeah, they're a baddie. You know, we have to put credit where credit's due here.
That's your obligatory fucking pick for the year. Well done.
Carmine nominates My Chicken Cutlets.
All right.
From Chicken.
Fuck him and his... No more predictions from Carmine.
Not to toot my own horn, but I was already pretty good at making these. Then I absorbed the cooking talent of all my family members with a magic basketball. And now they're even better.
Christ.
Now I gotta chase crazy Italians away from my house with jars of pre-made sauce because they all want to eat my cutlets.
Can you stop reading his predictions, for fuck's sake?
No, they're funny. Fuck off. Okay, we got a good plethora of people here. We got The Rock, Liv Morgan, Chicken, Ellie, who did you say? Jeff Jarrett. Are you willing to budge on any of these?
I'm happy to go with The Rock.
The Rock is most improved of 2024. Oh, why did he have to open his mouth and fuck it up? Why?
Well, now he can be the worst wrestler of 2025!
Oh,
yeah!
come back next year. We'll talk about it then. Alright. Most overrated.
Mercedes Moné.
Be ready to be upset. You nominate Mercedes Moné?
Yep, fuck off. Go away.
I also nominate Mercedes Moné.
What a crap gimmick. What a fucking waste of time. Shittest finisher I've ever seen in my life. The fact that she still does the weird Eddie Guerrero thing, even though they're not related. And the CEO song is just irritating. The gimmick is irritating. The match she had with Britt Baker was one of the worst things I've ever witnessed live with my own two eyes, to the point where I had to go for a piss halfway through. It was fucking crap. And it's so sad, because all I have ever wanted is to see Sasha Banks in AEW, and it's turned out to be a pile of complete and utter wank.
Also, I saw this clip from other content creators. I'm sorry, I can't remember your names. Doesn't matter. You know she went through a divorce, right?
Oh, was this during the press conference? Somebody asked her about a divorce, and then she just cut this guy off without letting him finish the question.
Well, there was that, but this just provides context to what I'm going to talk about here. She went through a divorce. Did you know her ex-husband now, I suppose, designed all of her outfits because he was a seamster at WWE, and then he left? Have you noticed, ever since the divorce, all of her attires look pretty shit? It was pointed out to me, like there was an outfit she wore. It almost looked like a rip-off of Zelina Vega's Puerto Rico outfit. You know the one I'm on about? With a red,
vaguely.
white, and blue.
Yeah, vaguely.
She had the giant flag arm things, and it was really cool looking. Mercedes Moné had an attire that looked like the Temu version of said outfit. Like, really ill-fitting, doesn't look good, weird shape. Like, what the fuck is that? And also, she's the CEO of what?
Yeah.
Of wrestling? Of AEW? She's not the CEO of AEW. We know that. I get it, like... Sasha Banks was such a character, right? She was the boss. You can get away with that. Many fictional characters call themselves the boss. Like, it's a mindset, right? But if you're being held down by this company, supposedly, and they're restricting you from doing what you want to do and booking you poorly, why is it that after you leave, you then proceed to do the exact same fucking thing, but shitter? Please explain to me how that makes sense.
And the name is fucking garbage. Like, Mercedes Moné. Like, what?
It screams pretentious to me.
It's...
And she's not that good in the ring either. I don't know what happened. She used to be fantastic. What's happened?
I don't know what the fuck happened. Like,
For someone who went to Japan and came out worse, I didn't think that could happen.
How the fuck is that even possible?
I didn't think it was possible, but hey, she proved us wrong. She's not my only nomination for most overrated, though. You know who else is?
Who else is?
Cope. Adam Copeland.
Right, okay.
Edge.
Can I get this off my chest once
Sexton
and for all?
Hardcastle.
They should have called him that. They should have called him anything else But Cope.
Cope. But no, sorry, it's the rated R superstar Cope.
Okay, he's overrated because...
Why does he insist on winning everything?
It's not... Okay, it's not...
He's not in that time of his career where, like, he doesn't need to win a Royal Rumble. He doesn't need to be the one to beat Roman at WrestleMania.
And he
doesn't need to be the one who beat the Demon at WrestleMania either. He didn't need to beat Sheamus in his last ever. Like, why does he insist on winning everything all the time?
The thing is, right, I think it's his booking and not him.
No, I think it's him. I think it's a consistent pattern with him. Because even in AEW, what's he doing winning the fucking mid-card belt? Why is he now in position to take the world title from Mox?
He had a really... Was that this year he had the feud with Christian Cage?
It bled over from 2023, I believe.
Okay. But that was...
he jumped off the cell and he, like, broke his feet or something. Like, what happened with that?
He jumped off the cell, jumped off the cage and broke his ankle or something.
Yeah.
Like a big silly goose. But
this isn't 2006 anymore. What are we doing? He's had his time. Move on? Maybe? Maybe? I don't think we're pissing anyone off with these takes, and I'm upset, but, you know, is that not a fair thing to say, move on? Know your role, even?
Well, at least put him in, like, a Sting sort of role where... just have
Look at what they're doing with Christian, even.
Do that. But the opposite.
I don't know.
Somehow, I don't know.
Figure it out, Tony. Brendan Davis nominates Will Ospreay.
Fuck off.
Brendan says he's a big fan, but everyone wanted him to be given every belt, even to where he requested that Swerve beat him in their title match. Oh, I think Dave Meltzer does more harm than good these days. He keeps giving Will Ospreay all of these 5-star matches, and because everyone and their dog puts fucking stock into Dave Meltzer's literal opinions, and that's all they are, opinions, it'd be like me saying that fucking Curryman has nothing but 5-star matches. You're not all gonna fucking look at Curryman matches and think, oh, he's not that good, is he? Like, what the fuck is wrong with everyone? Like, Dave likes Will. Great. Good for Dave. That doesn't mean everyone else has to, either. He's not saying that he's fucking... What's the word? Like, categorically the best wrestler alive, objectively. He's just his favourite. Good for him.
You can't say he's overrated, though. That's just fucking stupid.
I get it in the sense that maybe Brendan isn't a fan of Will Ospreay, like, to the level that everyone else is.
Okay, Mercedes Moné, who hasn't had a decent match probably this year. Will Ospreay, who definitely hasn't had at least one.
At least one?
Well, that's more than fucking Mercedes Moné has had this year.
No, I'm saying I've definitely had more than one.
Well,
I could probably name more than one.
I mean, but I'm saying, like, to beat Mercedes Moné, you just have to have one. So, what the fuck? How can he be the most overrated? That don't make no sense.
On the flip side of the coin, Liam Dunn nominates The Rock.
How? What? We just said he was the most improved. What's wrong with you?
Well, maybe he disagrees with everything we've been saying. No, you know what? I feel like that's the first half of 2025 kind of overstepping a little bit. I've had to divorce myself from this time period a little bit to say that The Rock is most improved. Because granted, he did fuck it up by just pissing away everything. And being like, oh, it's a drink with Cody? Hey, remember that time I said Mama Rhodes? Hilarious, right? What? What are you doing? Shut the fuck up, Dwayne. Dwayne's back. Great. It was fun while it lasted, having The Rock back, but now Dwayne's here. Fantastic. Great. That's probably what he's going for.
But that's not 2024, that's 2025. So perhaps this pick would make more sense for this actual year we're in now, but not last year.
Come back next year. Carmine Antonelli nominates the Eras Tour from Taylor Swift.
Fuck's sake, what?
I'm beginning to pick up a perception, perhaps, that maybe Carmine hasn't watched any wrestling and has instead just nominated things from his life.
Oh, you fucking think?
I mean, let's go into it. I don't know. I get she's popular and all, but she flies a private jet around like she's scrolling through her own hashtag on Instagram. I'm not one of those anti-Taylor guys that'll start bitching every time she's on screen during a Kansas City Chiefs game. but maybe use all that mega money to travel in a way that isn't putting too much CO2 in the atmosphere and slow roasting our planet, Taylor. Oh, and the tour itself is just kind of lame, in my opinion. Andy, listen. Andy, listen. Do you hear it? I hear it.
I hear what? What are you hearing?
The sound of millions of teenage girls saying, no.
Hi, we're the problem, it's us.
I don't disagree, that's the problem. In music, I believe Taylor Swift is perhaps the most overrated. And that's not to downplay a person's connection with a certain musician, you know? We're all allowed to enjoy things in the way we enjoy them. That's what's great about living in this planet.
Oh, God, I can't believe I'm about to agree with Carmine on one thing.
You don't like Taylor Swift?
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry. We all know your music taste is nothing but questionable, so please.
I don't know. It's just the fact that it's almost like a cult. Like
It's almost like a cult, says the wrestling fan.
Oh, come on. I mean, Christ, it's like Taylor Swift, right?
Here we go. He's on his soapbox.
Wait. She and a stupid tour meant that All In, even though it probably wouldn't have been able to sell that many tickets, meant that they had to change the entire setup of the fucking show. Like, fuck off! How many fucking nights of a fucking tour do you need? Just fuck off! Just stop it! What are you, a billionaire now?
I think you underestimate
Go away.
what Taylor Swift does for the economy.
Oh,
I think you underestimate the amount of fans
anyway.
that will pay tickets for multiple shows. You know? But agreed. Stop fucking flying everywhere, you eco-terrorist.
Yeah, it's like, I'm gonna fly 8 minutes. Just drive! Get in a car!
Go by horse, you country girl.
Fuck. Right, Taylor Swift is the most
Don't
overrated.
be too upset with her. She might write an album about you, so let's just move on.
Great. Whoop-de-doo.
Ellie nominates
if I
for
can
most
fuck-
overrated. Are you ready for this?
Yep. I see what you did there.
Are you ready for this?
Yep.
MJF.
Fuck off.
You wanna know the reason why?
Why?
Because he's a bit of a cunt.
That's the point!
Oh, great. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic character work. Nah, he's been really shit for a long time, mate. I'm sorry to break it to you. I know he's your favourite.
No, he hasn't been shit. You're just a fucking...
Are you able to divorce yourself from this weird obsession you have with him?
What do you mean, weird obsession? I don't have a weird obsession with MJF.
Right, granted. Remind me, what did you dress as for All In again?
I wore a Burberry scarf.
Right. Very normal.
To a
always
wrestling
do that,
show!
right?
It's normal to dress up like a wrestler at a wrestling show, you big silly goose.
Couldn't be me. Yeah, no, I agree.
You dressed up like Darby Allin!
Why are you screaming?
You dressed up like Darby Allin!
Chill.
You dressed up like Darby Allin!
Pipe down, bruv.
You dressed up like Darby
I fucking heard you! Oh my god. MJF has fallen from grace, and it saddens me to say, but he has. It was great when he did all of it the first time. The second time? Sure. The third time? Yeah. The fourth time? Okay. The fifth time? We're sensing a pattern here. The sixth time? Please do something different, MJF. The seventh time? Okay. Alright, fine. He's never gonna change, is he? The eighth time? Oh, he's friends with someone now. Oh, and look how well that turned out. That entire story. Fucking amazing. Oh, he's back to square one. Okay. What trials is he gonna put Jeff Jarrett through this year? Fuck me, dude. And the tattoo? Seriously? Seriously. How cringe do you have to be to do that? I'm not even being silly here. I'm just saying that's really fucking cringe, dude. If anyone in WWE got the fucking logo tattooed on them. And this is from MJF as well. The guy who constantly fucking said, the bidding war. Oh, I could potentially go to WWE where it's better. Oh, fuck. And then he tattoos himself. Oh my god. You loser. What the fuck?
It's almost
I'm
like
sorry.
it was a work.
Oh, fuck, that's such a piss poor excuse. That's not a fucking
it's not
thing
a piss
at
poor
all.
excuse.
With fucking MJF, because kayfabe is dead now. Is that all it is? It's so clever, right? It's such a fucking meta take. Oh, maybe things can be what they are. You don't have to be. Oh, they're lying to us. Oh, kayfabe. I'm a mark. I know what this means. I don't fucking care anymore. Oh my god, you're allowed to tell a good story without breaking the fourth wall every fucking promo. Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry. I agree with MJF being overrated. But Mercedes Moné is arguably more overrated.
Yay! Mercedes Moné wins.
Maybe it'll be the catalyst for change.
No.
Or maybe it'll get worse.
No, I think it's probably going to be that.
Well, we got to talk about something good now. Best team, Andy Kwan. Who is the best team, tag team, stable, unit group of people from 2024?
The OG Bloodline. The one that had Roman Reigns, The Rock, and the Usos.
Jimmy Uso.
Jimmy Uso. The original Bloodline.
Yeah, don't worry, I got what you mean.
Not this weird shit other Bloodline.
The Tongan Bloodline.
The fucking Timu Bloodline.
Right. Talk about it.
They were just fucking over. Like, it was just the peak. it was like the peak of the storyline. It was just like the greatest. You've got The Rock, you've got the longest reigning champion of the modern era, you've got Paul fucking Heyman, and you got one of the Usos who didn't say yeet. Perfect.
He said no yeet.
Like, it was just great. And you can't and they single-handedly were must-see segments and matches to the point where people who didn't even fucking watch wrestling had to watch their stuff. So
go and smoke some more crack.
Who's smoking crack?
That's what The Rock said to that one audience member.
Oh, remember? And he said he'd slapped the herpes off someone's face.
Yeah. Again, we could have had this during the Cena feuds, but no, he just had to be himself.
Oh, so good.
What could have been? But
so
yeah,
fucking good.
Fair shout. I nominate a team arguably on the same level. MXM.
Oh, that's a good shout. Very good.
I've always loved them.
I've done a complete 180 on them, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me, how? Why? What happened? What changed?
They're funny now.
Mm-hmm.
Now that they have creative control to just be funny, they're fucking hilarious.
Now that they're male models in AEW,
no, they're not even like male models. I mean, they are, but they have a personality now. It's not like they're just runway people. They actually have a personality.
Your takes are very inspiring.
Thank you.
And by inspiring, I mean shit.
You're shit.
What fucking... If that isn't the essence of this show now, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't think of a better team that entertained me more than MXM. You know, I've enjoyed them since Maximum Male Models in WWE.
I bet Liam Dunn will pick the Young Bucks.
For best team?
Yeah, for a laugh.
No, he actually picks the Judgment Day before the breakup. So including DP and Rhea Ripley. You're not a fan, are you?
No. I think it just became the Rhea Ripley group. And then it became...
You're not wrong.
Then it became the Liv Morgan group. And the proof... Am I not wrong? Oh, good. The proof is in that title run that everybody's forgotten about with Damian Priest.
I haven't forgotten about it.
I did, until I fucking looked up WrestleMania again this morning. I was like, oh, he's a former world champion. When the fuck did that happen? This past year? Really? Fuck.
Yeah, he had good matches against Finn, and then he had good matches against Gunther as well. I'd argue he had a good run.
Well,
he earned that spot. He's got good charisma, he's got good ring work. I got nothing against DP.
But as a group... But stop saying that. But as a group, it was basically the Rhea Ripley group or the Liv Morgan group.
Yeah, but I don't know. Whenever they were on screen, I enjoyed them. You know, Carlito just being there.
Why was he there?
Because it's funny.
Oh, I don't
It's a
know.
guy who keeps tagging along for some reason.
I mean, R-Truth tried to tag along a few times.
Yes, that was perfect. R-Truth being in the group, yes, fantastic. Loved that bit. Super fun. But no, I agree with the point that Rhea Ripley was seemingly a little bit remote from the group for a lot of it. Just because she was so over.
Well,
you know?
yeah. And then Liv Morgan became the exact same thing, so...
And I'd agree, after that breakup, they're no longer as interesting. But mostly because they keep doing the same fucking feud on both ends of the spectrum. They keep putting Rhea versus Liv. They keep putting Finn versus DP. I can't take it anymore. I want it to stop. I'm bored, I'm old, I'm tired, and I'm sick of watching it. Please stop. Get some new ideas.
What's everybody else's takes? Christ, Carmine, please do something normal. I beg you, one normal pick.
Carmine nominates the Detroit Lions from the NFL.
For fuck's sake, I knew it was going to be something fucking weird.
If you're not biting kneecaps along with the rest of Michigan, then you've officially become a poo-poo head. Dan Campbell has transformed this team from perennial losers to holy fuck, they're actually just the best team now. He turned Jared fucking Goff into a top-tier quarterback. I actually like the Chiefs, so I'm rooting for them to three-peat, but if they can't, then I want the Lions to win the Super Bowl. Unfortunately, they won't, because they didn't make the playoffs. We're just so late in recording this that the playoffs are happening.
Wait, have the Chiefs gone through to the Super Bowl or not?
Yeah, it's the Chiefs versus the Eagles. So.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I hate the fucking Chiefs. Just fuck off.
Oh no, they're so good. Oh no, they keep winning all the time. Oh, it sucks.
It does suck.
Oh no. God forbid a good sports team keeps winning things.
Fuck the Taylor Swift boyfriend man and fuck Taylor Swift. Fuck the whole fucking team. Go Eagles.
Brendan Davis nominates The Awesome Truth.
What?
Yeah.
Were they a thing this year?
Yes.
Where have I been this whole time?
They won the tag titles at WrestleMania.
Did they?
Yes.
I thought it was the fucking Austin Theory and the Australian man.
Yes, that also, yes.
What?
Because the match was for both sets of championships.
Oh, yeah.
That's how they, yes. That's how they became separate again, because they were together for like 2 years.
Oh, I remember that now.
Right. Sorry, Brendan. No,
Sorry,
I agree.
Brendan.
I think they are entertaining, and I'm sad that it didn't last as long as it perhaps should have, but hey, we can't have it too good for too long. Ellie nominates myself and Ellie.
I mean, that's not even a real pick, is it?
What are you saying? Are you saying we're not a team? You're saying we're not a group of people? You're saying we're not a unit?
Not in wrestling, you know.
Yes, we are.
No, you're not.
Yeah, you don't know what we do. We have many wrestling matches.
Oh, look, okay. What you two call special time, yeah? I don't
Special
give a fuck.
time? Special time!
Yeah,
Wow! Is that what you call it, mate?
I don't call it anything, because I don't get any... Anyway, so the point is...
At least we have time.
No, time is a thing.
Time and parsley and sage. Yeah, okay, I'll agree to that. Myself and my partner are the best team of 2024. Yeah, sure. Supreme clotheslines.
Well, then I'm going to nominate me and my cat. There you go. Are you happy now?
Oh, the House of Quan.
Yes.
You did remain undefeated, to be fair.
Exactly. I am... to be fair, it's mostly Kenneth doing it.
Remember that time when you jumped over the top rope for no reason?
Good times.
Just... Whee!
You know what's ironic? I can't even do that in real life.
Yet.
Believe me, I've tried. It scares the shit out of me. Whee!
So, okay, I'll agree House of Quan. Best team of the year.
Yeah!
Why not? Still champs, still undefeated. We'll talk about Brawl at the very end of this. But yeah, fair enough. House of Quan, best team of the year. Who is the worst?
Okay, I couldn't pick between these two.
Ooh, he's finally divided. Please, tell us.
So, it is either the Learning Tree or the Wyatt Six.
Okay.
Now, can
Hi,
I explain
everyone.
why?
We're back in the room again.
Okay, wait.
I thought we locked the door on this room and threw away the key, but it turns out we're back in the room where the Wyatt collective is now being considered the worst.
Again. The
By
more
Andy.
things change, the more they just stay the fucking same, don't they? So, Learning
you know
Tree...
what? Before we talk about Learning Tree, talk about the Wyatts,
Alright,
please.
so the Wyatts, right. So
Hang on, wait. Let me
initially-
just give myself some painkillers just to numb this horrible thing that's about to happen.
Okay. Initially, when they debuted, it looked like a fucking crime scene. And then, everyone was like, oh my god, this is going to change everything. This is the most amazing thing I've ever seen. To them just doing nothing.
Yeah. You're
See
right.
what I mean? It's not even me arguing that the concept is shit. It's literally, they went from murdering people to I don't even know what the fuck they're doing.
It harkens back to the distilled essence of why you disliked Bray Wyatt for all of those years, is because the ideas that he had perhaps were not best suited to a wrestling ring.
And it just proves it. And you can't do these gimmicks justice in a wrestling ring. If you really want to do this, do WWE still make crappy films?
No, I think that stopped last decade.
Oh, okay.
But they have the capability to do so.
Yeah, you got a Netflix deal. Just
Right.
come up with a spin-off fucking TV series or something. I just hate.
Or even then, just take these ideas that Bray Wyatt had and make them work within wrestling.
Yeah, but you can't. It's impossible.
It's not difficult.
It is. It's
There's
impossible.
so many things you could change with the Wyatt Six to make them believable and to have it work, in my opinion.
I don't think you can.
I say that as a fan of a group.
And I say that as a realistic person. You can't, because otherwise every week they're going to have to murder everyone. And then somehow everyone comes back the following week.
Well, this is what happens when you literally open the floodgates with murder. Like, that's something you build up to. You don't just start that on day one.
Yeah, that's what they did. They fucking blew their entire wad on day one with death. And then I remember the reaction, and everyone was like, oh my god, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was done.
To then like, nothing. And I'm like, well,
Yeah,
what the fuck?
Because they were booked as nothing, really. I'd argue this is Triple H's fault. Or whoever's in charge of writing them.
I don't even know. Are they still a part of these shows? I don't know.
Yeah, they were recently drafted to SmackDown.
Did they do anything before that?
They had a brief feud with The Miz and The Final Testament.
Who the fuck are the Final Testament?
Karrion Kross and his group.
Who the fuck are they?
Karrion Kross, The Authors of Pain, Scarlett, and Paul Ellering.
Okay, add that to the list of worst teams. I have no idea who the fuck they even were. So you've got a who the fuck are they team with a poorly booked team. Whoa, that's a recipe for not even disaster. It's just like a tree falling in the woods and there's no one around. It's just like, what in the fuck is that?
It makes me sad. It really does. It could be so good. There's so many things you could tweak with it to make it work, but we just choose not to. They had a really great idea, started off with a full head of steam, and it's amounted to nothing so far. So I can't even disagree. Liam Dunn also nominates The Learning Tree.
Yeah.
Tell me about The Learning Tree. This is Chris Jericho, Big Bill, and some cowboy fella.
This is
Brian
what I mean.
Keith.
It's got to a point now where I'm going to count the amount of Chris Jericho stables there have been. So there was the Inner Circle, the Jericho Appreciation Society. He had a weird team there with MJF for a bit. He then... I don't know what the fuck he did after that. And now the Learning Tree. It is just complete shite. It's yet another Chris Jericho stable, And it's not even good. Like I don't. It's fucking crap. And it's just like, if the only good thing about your group is Big fucking Bill, kill the team off and let Big Bill do his own thing. Like, what the fuck? I feel like the learning tree is harming Big Bill's career. I don't even know who the fuck the other guy is. I don't even know. I didn't even know who he was fucking when this group started. I still have no fucking clue who he is now. And the other fucking idiot in this is Chris Jericho, which he can just go fuck himself. So, like, what a wanky team. Like, what? It's the epitome of shite. And they actually had something with the Jericho Appreciation Society. It even had Jack fucking Swagger saying he loved his hat. That was fucking hilarious. What the fuck is this shit?
Sorry, I am listening, but it's come to my attention that the Learning Tree is also the name of a 1969 American coming-of-age film about African Americans growing up and dealing with racial prejudice.
Oh, no.
I'm more interested in that story than anything Chris Jericho does in 2024.
I thought you were going to say something completely different. Like, fuck, you said that.
Well, you want to talk about prejudice? You see what Chris Jericho has to deal with? What the fuck? Nah, shit group, shit fucking concept, hate it, don't want it around. Why are we back here again in this room again? It's right next to the Wyatt room. The room of Chris Jericho sucks and everything he does is shit.
Yeah,
we've been here before several years. It's our favourite hangout spot. We got a fucking couch and everything. What else have we got? I'm surprised that you haven't nominated the Death Riders. Because I nominate the Death Riders.
Okay, this is a spoiler for later on down the line. They're nominated somewhere else.
Oh, I can probably deal with that. Okay, let's just save it for then. Brendan Davis nominates DIY.
I didn't even realise they reunited, did they?
Yeah, they won the tag belts.
When?
And SmackDown against the Motor City Machine Guns.
What a sentence.
Brendan says they're boring together and Ciampa's better as a solo heel.
How in the same sentence did you go from saying DOI are shit and they face the Motor City Machine Guns? None of that makes any sense to me.
I would argue that DIY are good, fundamentally, and you have that interesting dynamic of Ciampa being aggressive and heelish and Johnny slowly turning to that way of thinking. But I will agree, Ciampa is better as a solo heel. But then I fear that he wouldn't amount to anything in this current year. You know? Just because he had that really fantastic run in NXT, which we'll always remember fondly, doesn't mean he'll do it again. That was almost 10 years ago where that happened.
Oh, God, my head.
So, you know, I mean...
Time is a thing,
sure.
It goes too quickly.
Carmine nominates any team that they support from their fucking life. He says, I don't know what I did to God, but he's decided to exact his revenge by making sure every team I like sucks shit through a straw. The New York Giants? Fucked. New York City Football Club? Dog nuts. Even Brighton, who were looking good at the start of the season, are suddenly licking their own farts along with the rest of his teams.
I'm sorry, what? Okay, so wait, did he say Jets or Giants?
Giants.
Oh, I thought he said Jets, my bad. But
well,
Brighton...
he says, don't even get me started on Roma, and at least I'm not a Jets fan.
Why the fuck is he supporting Brighton?
He didn't specify that part.
What the fuck?
He just says that he does. I don't know what the fuck anyone's talking about. I just work here.
Fine. I'm going to have to ask him. I'm like, what in the fuck? Why? How did that happen?
I don't know.
How the fuck, of all the fucking places that support Brighton? Like a guy from New York supports Brighton. What the fuck? That makes no fucking... What?
I don't know. Why do you support the Eagles?
Because I don't support it. If I support an NFL team, it'd probably be the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, why?
Because they're the only fan-owned team in the NFL.
Right. Do you know that Brighton has a beach
Brilliant. Well done.
Ellie nominates just 5 guys.
The restaurant?
No.
What?
In New Japan Pro Wrestling, there is a stable. I'm going to tell you this story.
Oh, I think you've told me this, and I said the exact same joke. I think time is repeating itself. The Matrix is broken. We're living in a simulation.
Well, I've forgotten it, so we'll tell it again.
Okay.
The stable formed in January 2023 under the name Just 4 Guys. Consisting of Taichi Takamichinoku, Duki, and Yoshinobu Kanemaru, following the disbandment...
Wait, did you say Taka?
Yeah, Taka.
What? Yes, fucking Takas.
He was in this group, following the disbandment of their previous stable, Suzuki-gun.
Oh, I thought they were called just 3 guys.
No, it's just 4 guys.
No,
Because they were just 4 guys.
No, I thought the previous team would have been called just 3 guys.
No, it was Suzuki-gun.
What's a Suzuki? Suzuki Gooner? What do they goon over Suzuki?
Basically, yes.
Okay, fantastic.
So, they started out as just 4 guys.
Okay.
And then 2 months later, the stable added Sanada and took the name Just 5 Guys.
Right.
But then, Yoshinobu Kanemaru betrayed them to join the House of Torture. So they became Just 4 Guys.
Again.
Yeah. And then they were joined by Yuya Uemaru, and they became Just 5 Guys.
Again.
Yeah.
They need
And
to
then
add
Sanada...
the again. What?
And then Sanada has joined the Bullet Club War Dogs.
That's not a thing. Bullet Club
So
don't
they are
exist
now
anymore.
Just 4 Guys.
Again.
Yep.
Like, they need to add again, every fucking incarnation of this, because it'd just be fucking brilliant.
I mean, I think it's a bold move to have 2 stable names and 2 sets of merchandise, because they do. They do have 2 separate merches.
And they sell this shit.
Yeah.
Oh, fair play, I can't complain about that.
This is my favorite thing in New Japan right now, just because of how fucking stupid it is. But just name them something else! They don't have to have a number.
Call them fucking, I don't know,
Just some
Takamichinoku
guys.
Goon. Gooning. Call them the Gooners. We love
Guys
gooning.
being dudes. GBD. There you go. Name them that. Don't put a number to their name if you're going to insist on removing a guy and then adding a guy and then removing a guy. Are we going to get just 6 guys next?
Gato, I want my yen, please. Thank you. We come up with a great gimmick. Come on.
Oh my god, it's so funny. It's so funny to me. And
Suzuki
yeah.
Goon.
Yeah, you're not even laughing at just 4 guys. You're laughing about your shit joke of Suzuki Goon.
Well, that's what they're called. You laughed at it. Like, what?
So you'll repeat it until the day you die.
Oh, I will. This is my new
Okay,
thing.
what about worst team then? What do we think? Learning Tree?
Yeah.
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 Hi guys.
Because at least the Wyatt Six had one day of something good.
Yeah, Learning Tree has never done anything good.
Good.
Hi guys. Bye guys.
Fuck
Hi
off
ladies.
now.
Mwah. All right. Best story. What's the best story of the year, Andy?
Cody Rhodes finishes his story. Can we just move on to the
Fantastic.
next
Liam
one?
nominates the same thing, as do I.
Done. There you go.
Fucking best build ever.
Yep, I
They
think...
had us in the first half when The Rock came back and was like, I'm fighting Roman now. And Cody's like, I give up my spot. And everyone had a meltdown. But then they fucking somehow, against all odds, they managed to make it into the best modern example of wrestling storytelling. How the fuck did they do that? It's like magic.
I
It's
watched
brilliant.
the documentary.
Oh, that's a fluff piece. That doesn't
Is it?
fucking
Oh,
actually
okay.
have anything substantial in it, you know?
I mean, I
The Rock basically
guarantee-
says it was his idea to do that, and it's like, fuck off. That's
Yeah,
not
you-
true at all.
No, you wanted Roman and Rock at WrestleMania 40.
Because you
Everyone-
insisted that would be the match everyone wanted to see, ignoring the fucking fan favourite. I feel like we've been in this room before.
Yeah.
Batista versus Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan, just saying, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
the
then
match-
I also credit CM Punk getting injured, because otherwise it would have absolutely been him versus Seth for the World Championship. It gave Drew a chance to have his moment and further his career this year. Fucking brilliant. It's a weird thing of the dominoes all fucking exploding and falling over at different rates, and it somehow came out a masterpiece. It's incredible. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, it was probably the greatest storyline, at least of our generation. I mean, fuck, it's up there now. It'll be up there with Rock
until
Austin.
Next year. We get one every decade. I'm not wrong.
What is so? Everyone's basically said the same thing.
Well, there are other nominations, and I think they are
Why?
fair shouts.
There shouldn't
Come
be
on,
any...
no, there's plenty.
No, because Carmine's going to say something stupid. It's not a real fucking nomination.
Well, what about Brendan then?
Alright, Brendan. What does Brendan say?
Hangman vs. Swerve.
He did set his fucking house on fire. I mean, that was...
Yeah,
That's fucking badass. As fuck.
You know what? My favorite thing was seeing that develop in real time, because I don't know where it was published, probably online or something, but it was reported that Swerve had bought his childhood home back. Like, there was a press release about it, and it was like the day before Dynamite. And you could see everyone be like, oh no.
Oh no, it's
oh
going
no.
on, isn't it?
Oh fuck. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? And then Hangman burns it to the fucking ground. And it's incredible. Did they gimmick a house for that? Was that a real place, or did they build it just for that? The world may never know, and I don't want to know. I like believing that he just burnt his house down. Shoot! Like, it's incredible.
One of the greatest things. It's so good that it's still in Hangman Page's fucking entrance video.
Yeah.
Just him sat there drinking whiskey on a sofa right next to or in front of a burning house.
Yeah.
Fucking
amazing feud. And the fucking character work that Hangman has been doing this year has been in peak incredible. If I had to pick like a secondary wrestler of the year, it would be him. I think Drew is just above him, but my god. One of my favorite moments of that rivalry was, did you see that really, really fucking grisly match they had to end the feud?
Yeah.
Where Hangman just basically killed Swerve.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about it was that he gets to the top of a ramp, looks back, goes to walk to the stage, and you can hear a woman scream like she's in a fucking horror film. Like, no! Stop! He's already dead, and by God was he. Jesus, that feud was incredible.
If we have to do second best story of the year, that would be it.
Well, I don't know. We haven't heard the rest of the picks yet.
Alright, go ahead.
Carmine nominates...
God, here we go.
Ted Lasso. I don't know what to tell you, dude. This show just fucking slaps. And if you don't like soccer, it's fine, because the show's not about soccer. It just has soccer in it, like soccer's the setting, but it's not the plot. So it's fine. England isn't even real. It's fine.
Stop saying the word soccer.
Soccer?
Don't do that.
What? Why? What's wrong?
Because it's not called soccer.
He's gonna get so mad at you listening to how you're reacting to all of this.
I don't give a fuck. He shouldn't suggest stupid things. What do you want me to do? What was he expecting, bruv? You want me to go, yeah, I like the fucking TV show with the weird creepy guy with a mustache with the fake fucking team.
Who do you like it?
Nando's.
Do you not like Ted Lasso? I've heard it's good.
I've seen so many fucking memes of it on TikTok now that it's gone from something that I've wanted to watch.
You're in your grumpy old man era, I see.
It's gone from something that I've wanted to watch to now I'm sick to fucking death of seeing that fucking twat and his stupid fucking mustache.
Well, you don't like Sheffield Wednesday?
What are you talking about now?
We're facing Sheffield Wednesday? Sheffield on Wednesday? No, the team is called Sheffield Wednesday. You know, I didn't know about that until I saw that clip from the show.
Yeah, they're called Sheffield Wednesday. I don't know why.
It's fucking stupid.
I know. I know.
Because the team only plays on Wednesdays.
I'm sorry to the people of Sheffield, but rename your fucking team. Like, I know you've got...
hey, thanks for the recommendation, Ted Lasso. You've been recommending it to me for a while, but as you know, you can't ever recommend an autistic person something and expect them to watch it. It's just, it'll happen when it happens. Let it go. Move on.
I'm not gonna buy Apple TV for one show.
Yar har fiddle-dee-dee, my friend.
So, how else can I watch Ted Lasso without Apple TV?
Oh, if only there was a way.
Oh, there isn't. So...
They haven't figured it out yet. They're still thinking about it.
Stupid Ted Lasso.
Ellie nominates Silver-Lined Bones, a fan fiction featuring BTS members Jung Kook and Kim Tae-hyung.
I'm gonna guess, right, and I'm gonna throw this out there, okay?
Be careful.
I'm gonna guess what the plot was of this story. Okay.
Oh, okay. You're hearing it first, folks. Andy Kwan tries to guess the plot of a fic called Silver-Lined Bones. Please proceed.
Okay. They fuck.
Surprisingly, no.
What?
Remember when I said long-term booking is akin to slow burn?
They eventually fuck.
Yes. But not yet. And also, one of them's a dragon and the other one's a necromancer.
Oh, for goodness sake. Why can't you just have two
It's
people
like talking to a
fucking?
grandpa about things that you like, sometimes.
Why can't you just have it with two people fucking? I don't understand.
Oh, sorry, go to Pornhub if you want that quick of a fix. Jesus, some people like narrative, some people like characters, some people like story.
I mean, whatever floats your boat, but I mean...
Sorry, it's not just the pizza man who's come to fix your sink again.
I saw that bald fucking man who
Johnny
seemingly
Sins.
has 27 jobs or something.
Hey, you know what? Some people are happy with it just being Johnny Sins here to fix your sink. But you know what? Other people like nuance in their fiction. Oh my god, you know what?
Well, look, I've seen this bald man 400 times. Oh, look, it's
I know where this one goes.
Oh, look, this fucking dick is in the pizza. Oh, like, fuck. Anyway,
I have my nominations.
Oh, yeah.
For Best Story of the Year.
Johnny Sins fucks pizzas 7.
No, I haven't seen that one.
Oh, right, okay.
I nominate Drew McIntyre vs. CM Punk.
Yeah, okay, good shout.
You remember that MJF feud?
Yes.
It's that, but better. Because there was a bracelet.
Oh, God, no. That would be one of my worst. I mean,
No,
for
it was
fuck's sake.
brilliant. What are you talking about? It was great.
Drew
That was fantastic.
McIntyre.
CM Punk
Drew-
constantly screwing Drew McIntyre out of these shots, like he wins Money in the Bank, and then CM Punk
They
fucks it.
feuded
He
over
wins the
a
fucking.
bracelet.
It's not just about a bracelet.
It was
Andy.
about the fucking bracelet that Drew
It's a metaphor. It's symbolism.
He stuck it down his fucking trousers, and then CM
I'll stick
Punk,
you down my trousers if you don't shut up.
and then CM Punk kissed it. What a fucking why?
No, it was a great feud. All the matches
Crap.
were bangers. The Hell in a Cell is one of the best I've seen in
They had
forever.
a hell of a sell about a bracelet. Fucking
It's
hell.
not just about a bracelet. You fucking turd. Do you just
It's
not enjoy stories? Is that
it's
it?
about-
Do you
it's
just like,
about-
does it have to be so fucking bare bones? Does it just have to be so simple that you don't get offended? Is that it? Is that it? You can't, oh, God forbid you put a fucking spice into this pasta. Oh no, it'll be too much flavour. What are you on about?
Wow. I mean, I feel
Yeah?
like I'm triggering you here.
No, my other nominations are Ronnie Radke is denied entry into the UK.
What?
Best story I've heard all year.
Yeah, that's good. Yep.
You know why? You know what's funny?
He's a nonce, isn't he?
Well, not
A
in this
legend.
instance. The whole thing was because Ronnie Radke has a band called Falling in Reverse, right?
Nonce in reverse, gotcha, yep.
They're the ones who did the shit cancelling song.
Oh, those plebs.
The
Excellent.
Soraya's theme, yes.
Oh, great.
So they were having a tour, and the tour was scheduled to come to the UK.
Oh.
At the OVO Arena. OVO Arena, sorry. But, fun fact about Ronnie Radke,
Yep.
birth name Ronald Radke,
Right.
he was in prison in 2008
Okay.
for violating probation
Right.
because
He...
it was an accessory to manslaughter.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So, they plan a tour, they come to the UK, except they don't, Because Ronnie Radke is denied entry due to his criminal record.
Well, yeah, because he has a criminal record. If you have a criminal record, we don't let you in, bro. Go away.
Do you know why he violated probation?
Why?
It's because he owned brass knuckles.
Why? What's wrong with this bloke?
Oh, so many things. That's the fucking tip of the iceberg, mate. We don't have time for that shit, but I just thought it was fucking hilarious that they planned this tour, and they thought, yeah, it'll be fine. Nothing's gonna happen here. But then, oh no, shucks. Turns out he can't come in because he's a criminal and a piece of shit. Oh no, fuck that. That was so funny. But my nomination, my sole nomination, those other two were good shouts, I feel, but my favorite story, my favorite feud of the entire calendar year is life-changing. It's something that has affected the way I consume media. It's brought new things to me that I had previously never experienced before.
Okay.
My best story of the year
Yep.
is Drake versus Kendrick Lamar. Fucking just had to be there, man.
Oh, God.
It set the world on fire. Can you fucking believe how bananas it fucking got?
Oh, it went crazy. Fuck.
I think this is better than any wrestling storyline.
If I was WWE, right, I would be doing everything in my fucking power to have booked that.
Yeah, you can't make it up. You really can't. After 10 years of back and forth disses, Kendrick finally says, fuck the big three, it's just big me. And then the world changed. Everything was different. Drake says, you cheat on your wife and you beat your wife. Kendrick says, I'm going to end your career, you fucking pedophile.
You giant nonce.
You sex trafficking pedophile culture vulture. And then he releases banger after banger after banger. Drops an album at the end of the year. And you know what Drake does?
What does he do?
He sues. He sues because he lose. Oh.
Oh, no.
Fuck Drake. Kendrick is one of the greatest of all time. This is my feud of the year.
He got all the Bloods and Crips together, though. On
Yeah, that's how bad you fucking hate this guy. If there was ever a time to come together and hate a guy, now's the time.
And they did.
And they did.
So the
Trying to strike
secondary
a chord, and it's probably A minor. Best feud of the year, best story of the year.
No. Best story of the year is Cody Rhodes finishes the story. The second best.
Oh, fine.
The second best is Kendrick Lamar destroys Drake.
Ends a man's career. I can't wait for Not Like Us to play at the Super Bowl 5 times. It's gonna be fucking brilliant. Oh, God. What is, however, the worst story of the year?
The Death Riders.
There you go. There it is.
Fuck me. I never thought I would ever say the Blackpool Comeback Club is over. And it's still shit.
Long live the Blackpool Comeback.
No!
Oh, shit.
Fuck off John Moxley and the rest of you pricks. Goodbye.
Oh, wow. So, I
Enough.
also nominate the Death Riders, and Brendan also nominates the Death Riders, but he puts it in a succinct way. He says, whatever John Moxley and the Death Riders are supposed to be doing in AEW.
It's just, it's...
John Moxley attacks Bryan Danielson by suffocating him with a plastic bag,
So he
writing
kills-
him off television.
So he kills Bryan Danielson. Right, okay.
Lather, rinse, repeat with vague motivations of, we want AEW to look like this. AEW does not look like this. So we are going to change AEW to fit my vision, says Thanos John Moxley.
Yeah, but I don't get...
And the way he's going to do that is by focusing entirely on... Wait, let me just check my notes here. The mid-card. Huh? Jonathan, I fear your story doesn't make sense.
There's no motivation. There's no... I don't get...
Kind of.
No, there isn't.
They haven't expanded on it at
No,
all in the fucking however long it's been going on for.
There isn't. Just face facts. There isn't. It doesn't exist.
We like to think it does.
No, don't think it does. Just see with your eyes. There isn't. And it's unexplainable. It's vague. That you don't get it. It's just the most impossible thing to understand. It's fucking crap. Moxley has gone from being someone who was really good to just cutting these weird, vague promos that make no fucking sense. I said this before, and I'll say it again. I fucking guarantee they were hoping and praying to Christ that Shane McMahon or someone else was going to come into the company, and they decided not to, so they fucked the whole thing up, so then they had to pivot and create an even worse fucking thing called the Death Riders, where there's no explanation for anything they're doing. They say they take over, but they don't. They don't do anything.
You know what, they're going to take over by tying up the Rock and Roll Express, who are, between them, aged 205.
Brilliant. You know when the NWO took over WCW, they actually fucking took it over. Like, this team couldn't take over a fucking a piss up in a fucking brewery. They can't do any. They are the most shite stable I've ever seen in this company's entire history. Moxley is now just a goober. Claudio's just a goober. Pac doesn't understand what cloves are.
Fucking... No, I think that's one of the funniest things.
It's not meant to be funny. It's
Pac
supposed
never
to be
wear clothes. Brilliant.
This is supposed to be a serious group, and Pac doesn't.
No, it's a serious group because John Moxley wears V-necks, and also Marina Shafir carries a briefcase and beats up the men, and she never gets any comeuppance whatsoever because it's a fucking world we live in.
It's a crap storyline, and they actually had a decent one with the Young Bucks trying to take over the whole fucking company. And you could have had that play out with Kenny Omega coming back.
Nah, you don't need that. What you need is putting the belt in a briefcase.
Bollocks. End it now. Kill it now. I know we're talking about last year, but this year, just kill it now. Kill it at the next pay-per-view. Kill it with fire. It is absolute garbage. It is the worst fucking thing I've ever seen. I've actually cancelled my AEW subscription because of it. I cannot...
Oh, shit, he said it.
I did. I've cancelled it. I can't. I can't. I don't.
We're in a new era now, ladies and gentlemen. I love this.
It's fucking shit. Fucking shit. Go away. Get the fuck off my television. Just be a separate. Do a solo thing, like separately. Just go the fuck away. It didn't end the Blackpool Combat Club. It kind of still exists, but with a fucking even worse storyline. Somehow they managed to do it.
With a half-naked man instead.
Oh, fuck it. It's crap.
I have some worse nominations.
Okay.
Have you heard the tale of soft ground wrestling?
What in the fuck are you talking about?
Have you never heard of soft ground wrestling?
Is this a rival to my garden, or what are we talking about here?
Yeah.
What? Somebody actually went and did it?
Well, let me. I should try and do it as quick as possible, but let me sum it up as succinctly as I can. So, soft ground wrestling was hitting the news on Reddit and other Twitter threads and such. It's a Ugandan-based wrestling promotion and also wrestling school. It was founded by a man that we will call Daniel, a quantity surveyor turned television presenter.
Okay.
They gained virality because their ring isn't a ring.
What?
It's a wrestling ring made of mud, surrounded by nylon ropes held up together by wooden post. And they were putting on these shows for the locals, and they were hitting some moves, and they were wow, wrestling exists in Uganda? That's crazy. Went viral, started getting some traction, and they eventually decided to do a GoFundMe in order to get a ring. Wrestlers such as Will Ospreay and Jordan Grace made monetary donations at this GoFundMe for providing a wrestling ring as well as operating funds, because it's a training school, much like PPW. It's like that, but there's no building, really. There's no buildings, there's no ring. They're
Yes,
just trying to...
Because it's in a really poor country, so, okay.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So they're trying to build something for all these orphans, for all of these homeless people, the outcasts of society, the less fortunate, you know? They're trying to make it so that wrestling is something they can all come together and succeed at.
Well, give something to, like, the third world. It's like Wrestle Aid. Like Live
basically,
Aid type of thing.
basically,
Okay,
yeah.
right, okay.
You
I
even
can
had
get behind
NXM go over there and participate in a storyline.
What? They went fucking over there?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. One of the chief characters of soft ground wrestling was a guy by the name of Lord White.
Right, okay. What? Who the fuck is this guy?
He's a white man, and his gimmick is that he's racist.
Fucking hell. Jesus
and he's
Christ.
an oppressor, and he's looking to dismantle soft ground wrestling and colonize it.
Holy shit, no.
That's great, because he gets his comeuppance, and he gets murdered in storyline multiple times. He gets brought back from the dead, kind of, sometimes. It's kind of like an Undertaker situation, you know?
What the fuck? Where can I watch this?
It's on YouTube. It's on Twitter.
Is it?
Yeah.
What the fuck? This is a revelation for me. I fucking no idea this even existed.
It even got the attention of Cody Rhodes, who said that he would offer all of the money to have an official ring constructed for this promotion.
What?
Now you may be thinking, this sounds like a story of the year. Why is this in worst story of the year? Not everything is as it seems.
Oh no.
Remember Daniel? The
Yes.
man behind the operation?
Yes, the man behind the operation.
Well, it turns out it's all a scam.
Of course it is.
None of it is real. Because he lies about everything. He lies about constructing a ring with this money. They still don't have a ring. It's never been built. He also lied about the facilities that they use. He lied about getting a television deal. Lord White turned out to actually be a racist in Shoot. He was a real racist because of his 4chan Twitter posts that were dug up.
What the fuck?
They had some lofty goals of raising money for food and water and a van. A fucking, Mansoor of MXM?
Yes.
His mother donated a van to them. But Daniel defrauded all of them.
Holy
and used
shit.
that money for his own gain.
What did he do with the money?
He just bought things for himself.
What the fuck?
He didn't do anything that he said he was going to do. There was never a ring. There was never anything to do with the vans. It never saw anything. They never had, food or water. None of what he said they were doing ever happened. There's a lengthy document that I can link to you and then for the people in the description, but Jesus Christ, seeing this develop in real time, I was like, what the fuck am I looking at? What am I reading? What am I seeing? This is insane. And there's no real resolution to this, because there was a big, whistleblower report published on Body Slam, which is the article I'm going to link to. But, yeah. Fucking wild, dude.
What in the
Holy shit.
fucking name of... I mean, that escalated quickly. I was like, oh, this is a lovely story where wrestling comes to Africa.
That's what we thought. That's what we thought in the first half, but then it turned out to not be that. So, yeah, we're going to have to further research and follow that up, but Jesus, yeah, that was weird. That was a weird story that happened. I couldn't not mention it. It probably fits into my niche of weird internet stories,
I mean...
I don't know. How do you feel? You'll have to do some research, won't you?
I have no words. I just don't know. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, you didn't. Hey, that same can also be said for this nomination from Liam Dunn.
Yes.
Vince McMahon's headlines in the Wall Street Journal.
Oh.
Yep. Before that, we thought, we just paid off some money to have some sex, right? Bit skeezy, but we can forgive him for that.
Gets worse.
Turned out, no, actually. it was a lot worse than anything we could have ever thought. And if you want to know the further details of it, because if you've lived under a rock and you just don't know or you've forgotten, there's a video on the channel about the Vince McMahon lawsuit. We'll link you to that. But yeah, that was fucking terrible. That was a terrible story to read.
Yeah, and I don't think it's finished yet, though, is it?
Well, depends on how it goes.
Well,
you know who's president now, so
yeah,
we'll have to see what it becomes. I also nominate Adam Cole versus MJF.
Yeah, that was fucking garbage.
What the fuck? Just stop. Like, you fucked. I never liked it to begin with, but even I can say now, you made it a lot worse.
Well, basically, it kind of postponed.
Why did they switch alignments like twice?
I don't know, and I think the issue was the injuries just killed it, and they should have just left it forever.
But they wanted to keep it going, just for no real reason. They had nothing else planned. They wanted to finish this fucking story, which wasn't even worth telling by the end of it. Like, what the fuck?
By the end of it, it had been a year since the initial Adam Cole turn happened.
Yeah.
So...
And fuck it. Who cares? No one gives a shit. It's the coldest storyline ever. Because it did nothing for either of them. If anything, it put them both back. Like, fuck, Jesus Christ. Before this, MJF was one of the hardest characters. Adam Cole could conceivably become AEW World Champion. Now the opposite is true for both of them. Adam Cole looks like he has jaundice, and MJF is cringe and weird, so I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. That was a fucking dreadful thing. They should have just abandoned ship, and we would have forgiven them. But no, they had to stick with it, and we're all worse off for it.
Or what they could have done was give it a few years, and then redo it.
Oh, they're probably going to.
And go, oh yeah, we've got unsettled stuff, but no, they had to fucking do it this way. Fuck's sake.
Carmen Antonelli nominates Madame Web.
I don't even know what he's talking about. Is it a spider?
Is it a spider? That's that awful movie. Madame Web. Her mother died whilst researching spiders in the Amazon. You ever just look at a poster for a movie and you just know it sucks?
Nope.
Like, you don't even have to watch it, you just know?
Oh, in The Room.
We haven't seen Madame Web, and we don't intend to, but we've seen and heard enough. Put it in the same pile as Morbius.
What was the last movie I saw in the cinema? I can't fucking remember. Oppenheimer?
That makes so much sense for you. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I watched Deadpool vs. Wolverine. I thought it was good.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I like that movie. I thought it was good.
Oh, fucking Gen Z jokes are so funny, aren't they?
I mean, there was one
Cancelled.
or two. There's one or two in there. We go.
You're violating my safe space. Oh, okay. Fucking brilliant. What a disappointment that was.
Yeah, it's got Wolverine.
You're right, I didn't think of that. So, what's the worst story? What's the worst story of the year?
As female Deadpool. I mean...
Real good. What's the worst story of the year, though?
I'm going to say Death Riders.
Death Riders! Moving on, swiftly but surely, to Best Match of the Year. You nominate.
I couldn't choose between these two. The Bloodline versus Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes. Night 1 of WrestleMania. Or Night 2 of WrestleMania. Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns. I couldn't choose between the two, to be honest.
Fair point.
It was impossible.
Liam Dunn also nominates Roman vs. Cody from Night 2, and I also nominate Roman vs. Cody from Night 2, along some other names.
Okay.
Horse versus Dragon at Melee number 19.
That was a good one.
That was a good one. Take two titans, you put them in a match together, turns out one of the best matches we've had in Brawl all year. Now, there haven't been many Brawl matches this year, but I think it's one of the best. Two legendary characters, Horse, Dragon, fight forever, potentially.
That video game fell off a cliff. Fuck.
Oh, don't even talk to me about it. I also nominate Swerve Strickland versus Bryan Danielson at All In for the World Championship.
Oh god, being there live was fucking
what a match. What an event.
Fuck.
Holy shit. So good. So good. Great ending as well, with the actual tap out. You're like, holy shit, he actually just did it. Fuck. Yay. We're happy. We're happy for him. What a time to be alive.
Very good match. Very, very, very good match.
Brendan Davis nominates the NXT Men's Iron Survivor Challenge match.
I still have not seen one of these.
Oh, fucking Jesus Christ. You're just denying yourself pure enjoyment. You're denying yourself entertainment, Andy. I didn't think you'd be that type of person to do so.
Hey, I watched the Johnny Sins movie where he pretends to be a plumber.
Ellie nominates Cody Rhodes versus Shinsuke Nakamura at a WWE live event in April. It's the one we went to.
Okay, I don't know that one.
That was a great match. Obviously, seeing Shinsuke in the flesh, I was like, holy shit, he's real. That's crazy. I didn't think he was real. Thought he was made up. Yeah, no, it was really fucking good. There was a point where Cody puts him through a table. And then, because Cody Rhodes is Cody Rhodes, he said he wanted to give half of the table to some fan in the audience. And he did.
What a good egg.
A fan went home with half a table. They were from Portugal as well. Like, I don't know how they managed to get that through customs, but I hope they did.
Like, this is it's got Cody Rhodes' signature on it. Please, please.
Please, understand. And they must have been like, okay.
Okay.
Carmine Antonelli nominates Drake versus Kendrick Lamar from Music.
Okay, they didn't actually have a match, so...
Oh, fuck me. Why are you against him all this time? I can nominate it and it's fine, and you're like, oh, but it wasn't a match, though. Like, what the fuck?
Story can be a story. A wrestling match has to be a wrestling match. Like a fucking western.
Carmine has literally never seen or been as enthralled with a battle in any other point in my life as it was with the rap beef. It had everything. It had espionage and revelations, and it got everyone around the world singing about Drake being a pedophile. Good times.
Yeah.
I agree. So Roman vs. Cody at night 2.
Yep, that's it.
Yep.
Right, moving swiftly on.
Sorry, cinema. It was cinema. If you know it, you know it. If you don't, go watch it, then you'll know it. It's on Netflix now.
Yeah, and I think it's on YouTube for fucking free, so you have no
There you
excuse.
go! See, we're all living in the prime timeline, isn't it fucking brilliant? However, can't all be roses and gold. What is the worst match of the year? Andy Kwan.
There's a dog barking outside. That is my worst match. No, so...
Worst wrestler of the year, that dog.
So the worst match of the year is Mercedes Moné against Britt Baker DMD at All In.
You know what, Andy?
I've never seen a more boring match in my entire fucking life.
No. You're not selling it. You're not selling it. I was there as well.
Okay,
this is also my sole nomination.
Yes!
It is Britt Baker versus Mercedes Moné All In. We actually agree on something unanimously.
What a load of fucking shit.
You know how bad it is when Andy Kwan and Keelan Balderson, two AEW marks, literally turn to their left and talk to an Austrian fan about Austrian wrestling instead of watching this match?
Oh yeah, we made a friend!
You know how bad it is when they count the pinfall, but the crowd is silent? I've never seen that before. Even at the WWE live events, when I went to them, they had women's matches, no one cared as much, but they still counted for fucking pinfalls.
Even at fucking in-house shows for PPW that have, like, crowds of, I don't know, 50 people.
20. Yeah.
Like, fucking...
You still hear 1, 2, oh.
An entire stadium of people collectively all just couldn't give a fuck.
It's a travesty that happened.
It's not.
You shouldn't have had it on the card.
Well, oh, right, yeah, it shouldn't even been on the card.
No, it's a travesty that the match happened.
Yeah, just fucking
terrible. With a
shit.
fucking really long 20-minute entrance of Monet as well, and who gives a shit about Britt Baker anymore?
No one.
It's fucking dumb and wasted our time.
Just go away.
But on the plus side, it helped you make a friend, so who knows?
Oh, yeah.
I had to
Anyone
sit
else?
there and just endure it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. And anyone else have got any other fucking nominations that are stupid?
Ellie nominates Bayley versus Nia Jax at WWE Live in November. They are quoted as saying, "It was upsetting, and Nia is bad."
Yeah, okay, I can see that. I weren't there.
You know
but I
what's
can imagine
fantastic about a steel cage match live?
it. Yeah.
You can't fucking see shit. It's a fucking cage in the way. Put that there.
Like,
Well,
yeah,
that was a great idea.
That was the idea of having the big blue fucking cage, was you could actually see in.
Nah.
Fuck that.
Nah, it was boring. The whole crowd was bored as well. No one gave a shit because it was obvious that Bayley wasn't winning, so why the fuck do we care? And Nia's just shit anyway, so yeah, I agree with that. Liam Dunn nominates Jimmy Uso versus Jey Uso at WrestleMania 40.
That was
What a fucking dog shit match. For the build it had, you had the fucking chance of a lifetime to make it an ingenious fucking twin versus twin match. Why do they always underperform? Just like brother versus brother matches.
They never work.
Happened to the Hardys, happened to the Hearts,
the only one that's ever worked is Brett and Owen, and that's it.
Well, that's just because they just happen to be wrestling prodigies.
Oh, yeah. What
happens when you put two stuntmen in a ring, you get fucking Matt versus Jeff. What happens when you put two super kick specialists in a ring, you get Jimmy versus Jay. So boring for what it could have been. They just fucked it completely.
Yeah, it was just super kick, 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 super kick.
Not a good time at all.
Garbage.
Same can be said for, according to Brendan Davis, who nominates any Wheeler Yuta match.
God, what has he got against this guy?
Can you blame him?
At least
I don't disagree.
Had decent-ish matches.
Name one.
I can't.
There you go. Oh my god. Carmen Antonelli nominates the United States presidential election from my stupid country. I don't want to elaborate. It makes me sad, says Carmine.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good shout. That's actually a good one. That's actually a decent suggestion. Well done. Right, so this match was shit, okay, and I'm going to explain why. This match was shit because the old fucking man, who clearly couldn't do it anymore, refused to go away, and then, when he finally goes away, he gives his replacement the least amount of fucking time to put a good match together, and then the fucking guy who is constantly orange gets shot, and then that helps him because it's like, oh, I'm like the Undertaker, LOL. And then, speaking of which, then the Undertaker and Kane then turn around and go, we support that guy. And then some bald man called Joe Rogan goes, I'm gonna have the orange man on my show. And the fucking the lady who replaces the old man does virtually nothing but steal brat stuff on TikTok and thinks that's going to win an election because reasons. And then the election happens, and then the big orange man wins, and then the fucking entire fucking world goes completely apeshit and doesn't understand how this could possibly have happened. But hey, we could have all seen this from a mile off, because this is what happens when an old fucking man refuses to go away and then just gets replaced by another old fucking man.
So worst match of the year goes to Britt Baker versus Mercedes Moné at All In. Congratulations. Don't do that again.
What, me? With that political rant? Or
No, them. Don't ever do that match again. Quickfire. Best event. Go.
WrestleMania 40.
I was going to say, it was the wrong decade, mate.
WrestleMania XL.
Liam Dunn also nominates WrestleMania XL. Brendan Davis nominates Backlash France, as do I. That fucking crowd. Absolutely insane. I still can't get the AJ Styles chant out of my head. If I spoke French, I'd do it, but I can't. Carmine nominates well-deserved comeuppance from Suplah Brawl. The only wrestling I've actually watched this year was Brawl. Well, you don't fucking say. And this event slapped. In fact, just include all of Brawl from this year collectively. Nothing else. Only Brawl. Only Brawl.
Brawl has been very good this past year. Not to say it's been bad in previous years, but the ante has been raised.
I'll leave it till the end of the show to talk about it.
Okay.
Ellie nominates Fight Star at the OVO Arena at Wembley.
No,
That was a great gig.
That's a band.
It's an event.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Oh, for fuck's sake. What do you want?
Wrestling!
No. I Sacrifice 7. I'll show you, you'll see. That was a great event, I had fun making that. And PPW Second Pursuit.
Oh shit, no, my favourite event is PPW Second
My
Pursuit.
favourite event is every PPW event ever, please don't fire me.
Please don't fire me, I love everyone there, I really do, they're great people.
No, that was a fun event. I had a really good time. It was mine and Ellie's anniversary. We spent it watching our friend do his hobby and fulfilling a dream, and it was so wonderful. And I don't want to get too sentimental, but geez, good job, man.
I actually didn't see a lot of that event.
You only saw the matches you were reffing.
Yeah, I only got to see the matches I was reffing. I was backstage for the rest of the show, so I actually didn't get to see a lot of the matches, which made me
Well, it was a
really
fun
sad.
event, and you can check it out on YouTube. It's there for free. It's in the description. Oh my god, what a long description.
Living the dream, buddy. Living the fucking
Shall we
dream.
say best event was WrestleMania 40?
Second best is Second Pursuit.
Third best is All of Brawl, and fourth best is Backlash France. Okay.
Backlash? Is that French for backlash?
Yeah, fuck off. How about the worst event?
I don't have one.
Oh, let me just rattle off some from here then.
Okay.
Brendan Davis nominates Bash in Berlin and World's End because they were both one-match shows.
Okay, keep going.
Carmine nominates the entirety of 2024. This year sucked, at least for me personally, and then I gotta follow it up by turning 30 in a few months. Are you kidding me? God damn it, just fucking bury me already, is what he says.
Get some sertraline and you'll be fine.
Jesus Christ. Liam Dunn nominates every event to come out of Saudi Arabia.
That's not wrong.
You know what else isn't wrong? My picks.
What are your picks?
Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson.
Oh my fucking Christ. Oh, that was the most depressing thing I've ever fucking stayed up and watched in my life.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Oh, I'm such a twat. I actually set my alarm to wake up in the middle of the night and watch that.
You set your alarm to watch an old man get beat up by a young man.
No, it was so bad.
Yeah. It's a reminder that we are in fact all just mortal men. And time comes for us all. Even the baddest man on the planet. Jake Paul is a fantastic con man, not a good boxer.
He's in the new boxing game as DLC.
Brilliant. People will pay money to buy that game just so they can beat him up, I imagine.
And that's the genius of it.
My also nomination? Brilliant.
Yeah, well done.
My other nomination is Sweet Chin Disco.
Okay, you didn't like that because you don't drink.
Who the fuck thought that was a good idea?
Well, I did wonder this. Like, when Keelan and I said, right, this sounds great, but Sam doesn't drink, so we should ask him if he wants to go. And if he says no, we just won't go. Then we ask you, and you go, yeah, okay. And then Keelan and I look at each other, and we're just like, what? So then we book tickets, we go, I'm hammered, Keelan's hammered, Sam is stone cold sober, and he's clubbing for the first time. And it's not even like proper night clubbing. The best way I could describe this event, right, was it was like in a gymnasium or a village hall or some sort of fucking wanky fucking back fucking room with 99% blokes. And I was like, this is the worst thing I've been through in my life. I'm gonna get completely ratted. Allegedly, I kissed a woman. I don't remember this. I then walked out with some sort of bracelet that called me a mensch, whatever the fuck that means. And I don't even know what the fuck happened that night in that place. No idea. I've got videos of me doing the DX chop and holding up some sort of scissoring thing, which I still have in my house. Yeah, okay, that was pretty shit. That was one of the worst nightclub things. You need to go clubbing to an actual nightclub. Come to Sugar Cubes in Lincoln. They play rock music. You'll like it. It'll be fun.
You're forgetting some big details.
Yeah.
Max Caster performs live.
Fucking crap.
Why were we ever excited for that?
I don't know. Alcohol, but then you're sober, so what's your excuse?
I don't have one. I'm ashamed.
Fucking shit.
If you want to see more, you can check out our vlog of All In, including the aftermath of Sweet Chin Disco, which will go down in infamy as one of the worst nights of the entire year for me personally.
Oh god, and then we got back to the hotel, and Keelan and I were heavily intoxicated.
I'm saving a lot of the actual events because I don't want it to be put out there to damage your reputations.
You just have to tell me off air what happened, because Christ.
Mm-hmm. I'm still trying to forgive you for it.
I don't think you ever will.
Perhaps not. So, worst event of the year? Is you're deciding this?
Sweet Chin Disco.
Sweet Chin Disco, moving on to Best Drip. Now, you don't even know what this means still. Even though we did this award last year. You're just incapable of judging what fashion is.
MXM.
Not a bad shout. Brendan Davis nominates for New Day's Goku and Goku Black attire from Dragon Ball Super.
Anything Mina Shirakawa wears.
Ellie nominates Hiromu Takahashi from New Japan.
Anything Liv Morgan wears.
Liam Dunn nominates Kevin Owens with his custom t-shirts. Carmine nominates Paul Atreides from Dune Part 2. Maybe it's just me, but I really dig the whole Desert Wanderer look. Like, yeah, the colours are really basic and it's not so flashy, but Timothée Chalamet really pulls it off. I even saw a few TikToks of people trying to recreate the look, so that's gotta be something. I nominate Seth Rollins and Bianca Belair.
I will go with The Rock.
Why is he wearing vests? What happened to his sleeves?
You've seen the size of the bloke's arms?
Well, that's not normal. Should probably see a doctor about those.
No, I think he does that on purpose. He lifts heavy things.
Ah, fair point.
So the winner is...
I don't know, who is the winner? You tell me.
The Rock?
No, I refuse. Seth Rollins has always dressed better than The Rock.
No, he doesn't. He dresses up like a fucking gimp.
Oh, he dresses up like a twat because I only know things from Primark. Oh.
Fine,
It's okay to wear colours, Andy.
No, MX... No, okay. What about those turbo people?
The Turbo people?
The Turbo Men. The
Turbo Men. The Turbo Man doll from Jingle All the Way?
No, they're from AEW. I don't know, the Turbos. The
Turbo Turbos.
The big Turbo Busters. Turbo Men.
The Turbo Busters.
Turbolicious. Whatever the fuck they're called.
What?
Fine, we'll go with fucking MXM.
MXM, fair enough, moving on. Worst drip, who has looked the worst? Brendan Davis nominates The Rock's WrestleMania pants.
Why?
Bro looks goofy, thank God the final boss is cool, he says.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Ellie nominates Paul Heyman. I believe their exact reasoning was, why does he have so much money and still choose to look like that? Fucking savage, Jesus Christ. Liam Dunn nominates Adam Copeland becoming Cope. To be fair, his haircut is terrible.
It is pretty shit.
Like, short hair edge is bad. It's just not good.
I'm gonna say Chris Jericho.
Completely fair. Built like an air fryer, doesn't even cook your chips. It's a waste of time. I nominate...
wait, it gets worse. He's not even like... It's not even like he's wearing, like, long trousers. He's wearing, like, fucking Speedos. Go away.
Yeah. It doesn't
Go
even make him
away.
look good. Go back to the trunks, at least. I nominate CM Punk and his terrible haircut.
And he looks like a crackhead. I don't understand how a guy who doesn't do drugs looks like he does smack every day.
Well, when you're that bold and drama follows you everywhere, it's no wonder.
Like, you're married to AJ Lee. Why do you look like that?
I also nominate Adam Cole. Bruh, why are you yellow?
Bro, what happened to your
Why are
arms?
you actually fucking yellow? I'm not joking, he's yellow.
Oh, is he a Simpsons character now?
What the fuck happened?
Why is his arm so small?
Why does he look like that? Carmine nominates the Tesla Cybertruck. From Cars, not the movie, the vehicles.
What about just Elon Musk?
I think it technically came out in 2023, but I don't care. This is the ugliest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. I live in New York, so occasionally I see one in person on the road, and all I can think is, someone actually bought that thing? It's like a toddler wanted to design the new Batcar, but forgot about Batman halfway through the process, and then got distracted playing Fortnite and never went back to it. And then Elon Musk picked up the drawing and thought he drew it himself while in a Mountain Dew-induced fugue state and pitched it to whoever the fuck is still saying yes to his ideas. I hate this stupid car, says Carmine.
Yeah.
Yep, fine. Tesla Cybertruck, worst drip of 2024. Moving on.
Fine.
Best theme of the year. Who do you nominate?
The motherfucking Rock.
When he introduced the Hollywood mix again? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fucking
You're not even
incredible.
wrong. It's fucking good. It slaps. It's a fucking... They They did what they should have done 10 years ago. They made him interesting.
Better late than never.
For fuck's sake. Brendan Davis nominates Big Pressure for Swerve Strickland.
Very good, that's a banger.
That's probably perhaps my most played theme of the whole year, and I've been tracking it throughout the year, so it is in fact my most played theme, along with Seth Rollins. Brendan also nominates Io Sky's theme and Trick Williams' theme, Locked In. Now, please tell me you know who he is. Have you learned about Trick Williams since our last time? Dickhead. Ellie nominates Sami Zayn's theme.
Wait, I know about Whoop That Trick. Whoop That Trick.
Oh, okay, so at least you know the theme that we're talking about.
I know the theme, but I don't know the person.
Do you like the theme?
Yeah, it's alright.
It's the best we're going to get out of him, folks, I'm afraid. Ellie nominates Sami Zayn's theme.
Yeah. See, he's had the same one for years. Sorry, Ellie.
It's a good theme.
Yeah, I'm not saying, but it's not like I've heard it 457 times.
And I'll hear it 457 more times, thank you very much. Says Ellie.
Okay, fair enough.
Liam Dunn nominates Rhea Ripley's theme.
Yeah, no, that's a fucking banger.
Oh, is it really?
Oh, fuck off, man.
I wonder why.
Just because I fucking think she's hot doesn't mean...
Oh, wow, groundbreaking opinion here.
Wow, brilliant. Fuck you, Buddy Murphy, or whatever the fuck your name is. Anyway, the point is, the song slaps.
Don't be jealous.
I'm not jealous. Leave me alone.
I nominate Jey Uso's theme. It's so fun.
Yeah, I guess
it's so good, it's so high energy.
I guess it's fun to yeet to it.
It is fun to yeet to it. I also nominate Obar Femi's theme.
I don't even know who this is. You've changed the Suplah chat to fucking Obar, whatever. Who the fuck this guy is? I don't know who he is.
Obafemi, the NXT champion.
Who?
I'll just watch NXT, you fucking dickhead.
I mean, it's on Netflix now, so I should probably
It's
watch
not
it.
hard, you have no excuse, it's good wrestling, it's booked by a gooner, just fucking watch it.
Oh, okay.
Carmine Antonelli nominates Dan Da Dan from the anime Dan Da Dan.
No, that's not...
The Mashal theme went pretty viral on TikTok, but that same band made the theme for Dan Da Dan, and it's even better. It's like they put crack in the beat and sprinkled meth on the vocals. I'm sure Andy is sitting there right now going, "Oh, I don't watch anime, I don't speak Japanese." Whatever, shit still slaps.
Yeah, he
I'm just reading what he said.
Yeah, whatever, what he just said.
Yeah. I'll go with Swerve.
I'm going to go with Swerve because I've been dancing like a...
Because you swerve when you drive.
Yeah.
Can't all be winners. Worst theme.
The Undisputed Kingdom.
Yeah,
Here's
that's
why,
a bad one.
Here's why,
That's a
right?
bad one.
Roddy Strong came out to that song at All In
And
that
one
Battle
person
Royal,
behind us went, yeah, neckbreaker.
and not one fucking person cared. So
No.
it's fucking shit.
Yeah, fair. Brendan Davis nominates the Pure Fusion Collective's theme, because what does it even sound like? We're not even sure.
I don't even know what in the fuck you're talking about.
Pure Fusion Collective, a group of Sonya Deville, Shayna Baszler, and Zoe Stark.
Is this an NXT thing, or...
No,
What?
they're on Raw.
What?
You dickhead.
What the fuck?
Ellie and Liam both nominate a majority of Death Rebels' output.
Yep, now Death Rebels suck.
They have a couple of bangers. They have a couple of good things, but,
Yeah, but that's
on,
like-
on the whole, yeah, they're
that's-
fucking shit and mediocre, and I want them to go.
Yeah, they're like sprinkles on a turd.
Yeah. It's, funnily enough, if you're Samoan or Japanese, they get it right. Very rarely do they get it right for anyone else. So funny to me. Carmine Antonelli nominates the Right to Censor theme, because it's not a song.
Okay, it's not been played this year, I don't think.
Thank God. The world is better for it. I nominate The Heart Part 6 by Drake. What a fucking bold idea to say in a diss track, I wanted you to think I was a pedophile. Huh?
What?
What?
I haven't actually heard it, but it's just because it's
Don't.
Drake.
Your life's better for it. Instead, listen to The Heart Part 6 by Kendrick Lamar from the album GNX. You'll be more thankful for it.
I think the worst theme is the Death Rebel one, I think.
The majority of Death Rebel.
Yeah.
May 2025 be the last year we have to deal with it.
Jesus. Bring back
Moment of the
Jimmy
year.
Gibson. Moment of the year. Cody finishes his story.
Liam says Cody wins at WrestleMania. Brendan Davis says The Rock whooping Cody in the rain.
That was fucking fantastic.
Amazing, incredible segment. Look at you now, boy. Look at you now, boy.
So good.
Look at you now.
Oh, it's the best. Oh, it's so, dude. Oh, so
brilliant.
Fucking, so
Cinema.
Good, man. Cinema.
Peak Kino. Carmen Antonelli nominates for USA beating France for the gold medal in basketball at the Olympics in France. From the Olympics in France.
I think the French nearly beat them, though.
Says he doesn't watch basketball, but also think France losing at anything is very funny.
Oh, that's just not nice. That's just...
Plus, the golden dagger call when Steph Curry hit that last three-pointer was iconic work by the commentator.
Okay, this is a controversial statement. I think
here we
USA should be banned from basketball in the Olympics.
Brilliant. I have no horse in this race, because it's basketball and not polo. Ellie nominates Fight Star playing Sync with the Snakes at the OVO Arena in Wembley.
I said I've been to the year 3000. Is that how it goes?
Yeah, that's the best joke you've made all show. I love
you.
it. I nominate Bryan Danielson wins at All In, but I also nominate Mariah May turning heel on Toni Storm. Literally, heel.
Yeah.
The heel with the shoe. My god, that looked fucking horrible. And it's so good. Moment of the year for me. A Star is Born in that moment, and then winning the belt, peak. Absolute fucking brilliant.
So.
Cody winning at Mania?
Yeah.
Yep. The potent elation and joy that we experienced was unlike any other at any point.
And even, like, the actual match itself with, like, all the people who, like, got involved.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, man.
It's just the best it's ever been, and perhaps ever will be.
So, what was the botch
Speaking of the
year?
worst. Oh boy. Brendan Davis nominates the ref that didn't count Damian Priest's shoulders at Money in the Bank. Yeah.
I didn't see that. I should probably look at that and be like,
Oh,
yeah,
it was bad.
I should not.
Oh, that was a fuck up. That was a real bad fuck up.
Oh, I've done. Yeah, but I've done that before. I've fucked up a pinfall. It's the worst.
You are less than a year into the business.
But I don't know about this guy.
He definitely is not.
Oh dear. Well, we all fuck up from time to time, so I can't.
Oh, okay, alright. Play the sympathy card because you're a fellow ref. Okay, I get it.
If I support my brethren, I have to help them.
Okay, I get it. Carmen Antonelli nominates 1,000 bottles of baby oil getting confiscated from P. Diddy's house. How do you just leave that shit out and about? How do you just leave 1,000 bottles of baby oil sitting around? And he taped everything himself? Congratulations. You played yourself.
Well done, dickhead. Hope you enjoyed jail. Oh, I can't listen to any fucking Biggie tracks now.
Nah, me neither.
Because all you can hear is P. Diddy going, yeah. Oh, shut the fuck up, you fucking twat.
Rapist trafficker. Yeah, brilliant.
Scumbag.
Ellie nominates the United States selection.
No, okay, my botch would be Joe Biden not fucking leaving the fucking contest sooner.
Liam Dunn nominates every Chris Jericho match because he hates the word botch and he sucks now. Please retire. And he says what we're all thinking.
I've got 2.
I also have 2.
So mine is not putting the belt on Mina.
Why did it take you so long to say her name?
And...
You know she's had 2 championships this year, right? Of course you don't know her, because you only fucking look at her Instagram. You don't know what she's actually doing. You haven't seen any of her matches. You don't know this. Of course you fucking don't. You don't watch Rev Pro? Who the fuck are you? Andy Kwan, indie connoisseur? No, clearly.
Well, the return of Toni Storm on Rampage. They brought her back. Yeah, her first match was on Rampage, which was a show that was about to get fucking cancelled.
Yeah. You really think that's big enough to be a botch of the year?
It's fucking stupid. And and I have a third one.
Oh.
AEW not ending storylines properly.
Oh, here we go. AEW storytelling. What a botch.
The whole thing's been a fucking clusterfuck. They don't end stories. They just, I don't know what they do. They just stop.
They just kind of like, eh.
Like, what happened with the EVP storyline?
Nothing yet.
What happened with the fucking Death Rider storyline?
Nothing yet.
What's happened with the BCC?
Nothing yet.
What the fuck, man?
Keyword, yet. So far. I nominate AEW showing the all-in backstage footage and implementing it as a storyline.
I disagree with that because that made Jack Perry...
What did it do?
Jack Perry.
Fair point. Crimea River. Yeah.
Without that, Jack Perry would have been...
But still, like, the way they did it was so cringy. Like, I couldn't believe my eyes when I woke up and saw it.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Can't believe they put CM Punk in AEW television programming and made him part of a storyline when he had already left the fucking company by then.
They could have pixelated him out, or blued him out, or...
No. Because they know that he still draws, and they know that they have no draws as good as Punk. So they had to use him for that.
Well, yeah.
Absolute fucking insanity. Absolutely crazy. My other nomination is the entirety of Chad Gable's 2024. Think about it. He had the perfect chance for him to beat Gunther. Did he? No.
No.
He had the perfect chance to beat Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental title. Did he? No.
No.
You had him die at the hands of a Wyatt Six. Did anything come from that, really?
No.
No.
He's still alive.
He's still alive, for one. And for two, you put him in a new group called American Made with the Creed brothers and Ivy Nile. Great talents. Everyone was booking that from fucking miles away. Have they done anything of consequence?
No.
No. You have had so many fucking opportunities to do something with this guy, who everyone agrees is a good thing, and you've done nothing? Did he fucking shit in Triple H's cereal? What happened?
I have no...
What's going on? He could have benefited so much from being the one to dethrone Gunther. Sami Zayn gained nothing from doing that. Sami Zayn is arguably in the same position he would otherwise be in.
Yeah, nothing would have changed.
He could have beat Sami for that belt. Did he? No.
No.
No. You could have given the tag belts to American Made. Did they? No.
No.
Have they? No.
No.
Will they? I don't know.
No.
Who gives a shit? They fizzled out that feud between him and Otis. At one point, Otis was so hot, that whole free Otis thing. Had it really going? Did they do anything? Fuck no. Fuck, I'm so upset.
I know what the botch of the year is.
What is it?
CM Punk fucking up his arm.
What, in the Rumble?
Yeah.
No, I'd argue that it was actually for the greater good.
No,
Because we got Mania that way.
It was a botch that changed the course of the entire year. Botch of the year.
You know what? Completely fair. Completely understand. You spoke to me, you spoke to my soul. That's what it is. Botch of the year, CM Punk breaks his arm again!
Hooray! I mean, no, not hooray, but you get it.
No, not hooray, it was bad. Anyway,
I mean,
few awards left. We're in the home stretch now. Say it with me, Andy. Dickhead of the year, 1, 2, 3.
Vince McMahon.
Vince McMahon, as nominated by yourself, Brendan, Carmine, and myself. However, there are other nominations.
How? He's a fucking...
Yes,
SA, like,
but, there are other examples.
Like who?
Ellie nominates Twitter Blue users.
Okay, fair, yeah.
Why the fuck are you paying for that?
Elon Musk, he's dickhead of the year.
Yeah. Yeah. Liam nominates The Rock for almost ruining WrestleMania and then taking credit for its success because he's an egotistical cunt. I can't believe that Liam Dunn, of all people, is the one to say this about The Rock.
Holy shit, I never thought I'd hear those words come out of his
That's
mouth.
crazy. I nominate Ricochet as well.
Why?
Also known as Dickochet.
Why? What's he done?
Sorry, have you not been paying attention to AEW programming?
I just said I've cancelled AEW.
Completely fair. Alright, fair enough. I also nominate The New Day. Holy shit, that segment where they turned on Big E.
Yeah, but that's storyline there, dickheads. No.
Oh, come on. What do you mean? It doesn't matter, storyline or not.
Yeah, but you're comparing that with the stuff that Vince McMahon did.
I'm not comparing, I'm just saying it's in the same category. It's worth mentioning, because I want to talk about it.
Okay.
Sorry, do you not know what I'm talking about when I say the New Day turning on Big E?
Yeah, I know what it is, but you're comparing a storyline to a sex trafficking, sexual fucking predator.
No one's allowed to have fun here. We can only talk about serious headline news.
We're
This just
all
in.
voted for a dickhead of the year being a fucking massive fucking perverted fucking rich man. What the fuck do you want? What the hell? I mean, I'm
I feel
only...
like that's just too easy.
How's
That's like saying dickhead of the year. Donald Trump.
There you go, perfect. Put him in.
No, what the fuck?
Why?
Stop it.
Why?
Stop it. It's just such a thing as like too easy, you know? We need to have conversation here.
Okay.
So
Why?
moving on.
Yeah. Vince McMahon wins dickhead of the year. Wonderful.
Yeah, we're all better for it.
Jesus Christ.
Now, moving on to a new award.
Oh.
This is a new award for the first time ever, because we've had Dickhead of the Year for so many years, and we haven't had really a counterbalance to that.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
So we now have Mensch of the Year.
Now, the word mensch was given to me by a lady who was giving out bracelets at Sweet Chin Disco. So, I have nominated myself.
Oh, you dickhead. Really? You're that egotistical?
And also, Triple H.
Okay.
That guy has basically single-handedly improved and carried the WWE on his back at a time when you would think that WWE should be at its absolute lowest point with all the stuff that's going on with Vince. Somehow, Paul Levesque has managed to create a new boom period that I cannot even fathom how he's managed to do that, given everything that's going on. And fair play to Paul. Kudos, well done, congratulations. You are second in the mention of the... No,
Behind me.
I am the
I'm
queen.
that good.
I am the queen, and you pay...
Brendan Davis and myself nominate Cody Rhodes. Arguably, the stuff he's doing as head of a company is just being a really decent guy. Like he takes kids into the ring that dress up like him. He makes sure every fan gets their notice and their fucking adoration. Like it's just, I don't think I have anything bad to say about him, really.
Yeah, no, I don't have a single bad thing to say.
Carmine nominates Luigi Mangione, the innocent man, and no one saw anything.
Oh. Jesus Christ, Carmine. I mean, fucking hell. Like, here we go. Like, just skip him.
They say Luigi shot a CEO. They say he killed a guy for being horribly corrupt, infinitely greedy cog in the ever-turning machine of the American healthcare system. They say he did it because the entire foundation of healthcare in this country is built on turning people's lives and well-being into an enterprise for profit. They say he's the face of a much-needed and long-awaited revolution of class consciousness in this country that could lead to a hopeful rebuilding of the American socio-economic and political landscapes. I don't know about any of that. I just think he's a cool fellow Italian.
What does Liam say?
He didn't know what mensch meant, so he doesn't have a nomination.
Oh, for fuck. Google! Just Google it, you fucking uncultured fucking idiot. Sorry, Liam.
You should know that everyone who I've presented this award to has asked me, what does mensch mean?
Well, it's not a...
You were handed a literal bracelet with it on and you said, what does this mean?
You
stupid dickhead.
I literally was like, I don't understand. I'm agnostic. What the fuck does this mean?
Do you know who Ellie nominated?
Oh, I don't know who.
Me.
Fuck off. I mean, that's...
Oh, hey, what the fuck?
So wait a minute. So basically, this is going to be me versus you versus Triple H versus Cody Rhodes.
And that other guy.
And no, we can't. It's too controversial.
It's very much a Liam Dunn 2012 pick if I've ever heard one, I will say.
Who is the mensch of the year, Sam?
Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. And those have been a majority of the awards. We have a final award left.
Oh my god.
We're in the home stretch now.
You said that.
We did it last year.
There we go.
I mean, yes, but we went on for a lot longer than I thought. So, we have now the best Suplah video of the year. Now, this is where things are going to get real. This is where we're going to get meta. I'm going to allude to some things I've been saying throughout the show where we'll talk about it later. We're talking about it now. Now's the fucking time. Andy, what's your nomination?
The Suplah goes to All In.
I thought that might be. You liked it.
Yeah.
You liked how that came out.
Yes.
I had no idea what the fuck I was doing when I was editing that video. I don't know what I want this to be. I don't know. I filmed all of this shit. I don't know how the fuck I'm supposed to do anything with this. Do I do a voiceover? What do I do? In the end, I just put text up. I was like, fuck it. It does the job.
I mean,
you know?
it does many things. It makes me realise that Logan Paul is a dickhead right in the very beginning.
Yeah, because he pushed his dog off a boat.
I didn't even know that. I then explain what a cock chair is, and then proceed to pretend to masturbate. That's great.
In front of my partner.
Yeah. I then said that that Park Royal is just the best place on earth. Mm-hmm. I was given a play-by-play of the whole thing, apparently. Okay. And then I decide to really early get the Uber.
Well, no, it wasn't us being early. It was him being early because he wanted to fill up on petrol.
Oh, and then we get to Box Park.
Oh, no, my favourite bit of that video is when we get in the cab and the guy's like, oh, you're going to see wrestling. Is that like John Cena and The Undertaker? And I say, sadly not. And then you go, sadly not?
We paid like £200 for the tickets, you fuck.
No, that's not what I meant. I feel like I need to justify what I said there. I meant sadly in that, no, sadly, you don't know what we're going to see. We're going to see the better kind.
But that's not what you said.
I said, sadly, you don't understand that that's not what this is.
Yeah, but you didn't say that.
I said, sadly not.
Yeah, you said sadly not.
It could be interpreted in many ways.
No, it doesn't. It's one way to interpret that.
I paid you back! What's your problem?
Oh, yeah, you did pay me back. Excellent. What was the other thing? Yeah, that whole video is just fantastic.
Meeting fans.
Yeah.
Shout out Jason, shout out Elliot, all good stuff.
Oh, the one bad thing about the video is that fucking photo with me stood next to them. My eyes are closed. Why'd you pick that picture?
Why'd you blink?
'Cause you have to blink. That's how eyes work.
Oh, sorry, that's why the rest of us didn't do it. Okay, I'll Photoshop some eyes onto it for you. You happy?
There you go.
Video's up now, can't do anything.
Just put it in this portion of the video here.
Oh, fuck you.
Okay, what's your best Suplah video, Sam?
I hate doing this because I'm not a fan of anything I've ever made. It's really awkward for me to do this.
Oh,
but
okay.
in terms of what I enjoyed doing the most and like ideas that I've had, weird gimmicks, for one. That ranking video we did.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, I love how that came out. I really enjoy doing those tier list videos. I feel like we should do more of those.
Yes.
Yeah. I also really enjoy doing Guess the Match.
I made it so fucking obscure.
Yeah, you really did.
Look, I thought it'd be too easy. And then everyone just sees how autistic I really am.
Yeah, fucking Chi-Town fucking Rumble. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, that is up there with War Games. That's fantastic.
Yep, apparently so. Other things that have been nominated, thankfully, are more videos. Liam Dunn nominates Why Are AEW Shirts So Bad?
Of course you would like that one. Yeah, fucking hates AEW.
Well, because the shirts are shit.
They are shit, but...
We had a whole video about it. And the conclusion that we came to was, yeah, they're shit. That was fun to research and fun to make, to be fair. Like, we should do more investigative journalism, I feel.
That was investigative journalism, was it?
the best we could fucking do, given the circumstances, given who we are.
Okay, fair enough.
Ellie nominates all of Suplah Brawl.
Fair enough.
Brendan Davis nominates well-deserved comeuppance. Okay. I'm going to talk about Brawl for a bit.
Okay.
We're at a point now. I feel like we're in the end game. Suplah Brawl has been made for this year now 10 years. It's been through every iteration of WWE 2K since 2K15. Carmine started off the project and I took it over with 2K19. Since then, I've been the main producer of the content, making the matches, booking the matches, write the theme tune, sing the fucking songs.
I sometimes make some of the characters.
No, you do. In 2020 in particular, during the pandemic, it became a somewhat regular monthly series. It had some storylines in there, had some pretty good matches. I'd argue it's some of the best that it's ever been. It had really good storylines and really good things because, despite it being in 2K20, one of the worst video games to have ever happened, it afforded us the ability to have custom cutscenes. So you could do a lot more with these characters. And because of that, the roster amplified like almost twice over. We introduced a women's division, we introduced new championships, new characters. Seemingly every event we had new stuff, so we went from having a roster of maybe 15 characters to having a roster of about 40.
Jesus Christ.
And this is still like 3 years ago. We then move into 2K22, supposed to be the savior of the games and all of that stuff. But you couldn't have advanced entrances. And it removed the ability to get custom cutscenes. So, whilst the editing and visuals of Brawl have only improved and gotten better, the games, sadly, have not lent themselves to this product anymore. To the point now where we find ourselves with 2K24 looking like the graphics are running a shit fucking frame rate. Reduced motion. Every year I have to make a roster of 50 characters every time, just so in case we end up using them. The amount of time it takes to do this, it outweighs the experience that comes from it. Now granted, making these events has always been very fun, and super enriching for me creatively, being able to make all the Shirens, or keep track of the win-loss records, put matches together, see where the storylines go on their own. It's incredibly fun to do, but I fear that I can't keep doing it anymore. It's just too much work. And having to buy the game every single time, these games are not cheap.
They're like 60 quid at least.
60 quid at least. And if you've had a really shit fucking year, like I have this year, and you've not been able to do as much creatively as you would like to do, it means you only put out 2 or 3 Brawl videos in that year. So, I suppose what I'm trying to say is, I don't want to end it just yet, but I think we are in the final innings of it. So, don't be surprised if one day a video comes out that says, this is the final event, thank you for everything over the years. It's getting closer. Every time I think about editing these videos, booting up that console, doing it all again when a shitter fucking version of the game comes out. Bearing in mind, I'm on PS4 still.
Oh god.
So this generation of consoles is just being left to fucking rot with every new game release. Now luckily, they are still releasing these games for that console, but probably not for much longer. And I don't have a PS5, and I don't have the financials to have a PS5. So, I think it's healthy to just admit when you're done with something. So as much as it is a passion project, I feel like it's time to start saying goodbye to it.
My cat has actually woken up since you started talking about this, and now
He's
on the
mad
table.
because he's a tag champion,
Yes,
and he
he's
doesn't
like, "You
want to
can't-
give it up.
You can't kill this off, bruv.
Maybe we'll change our minds, but
Well,
I wanted to get that off my chest because
That's
it's been
fair.
weighing on me for a little bit, and I feel like it's worth mentioning. And also bearing in mind, no one fucking watches this shit. It's just for us, you know? And I love the fucking passion that people have for this. Carmine, Brendan, Liam, everyone involved with it. You as well, of course.
Yes.
I very much enjoy your inputs and what you want to do and what you want to see, but it's still just me doing it, you know? And granted, yes, Andy occasionally makes characters because it's cross-platform now, which is fantastic. But there's just a lot of it which I would potentially say is causing me a bit too much stress, which I can't really afford to have any more of, if I'm being honest. I got a lot to worry about, I got shit to do, I have a life to live. It was good while it lasted, but I think we're on the way home with it, you know?
I'm just looking up how much it costs on PC.
Hey, you know what? Then you'd need a capture card. You'd need more shit. You need fucking cables.
Well,
it's a lot. It's a lot.
There's an app. There's an Xbox app where you could use OBS on PC, I suppose, and then I don't know.
But that's the state of Brawl. So as much as I've enjoyed making it all these years, feel like we're in the final innings of it. But who's to say? We'll see how we go. In terms of best Suplah video, though, Carmine nominates Kiss, Marry, or Fight. It's a late entry, but the fact that this video almost didn't exist just goes to show how valuable it is, like an endangered species or something. We almost lost out on this glorious experience, legitimately one of the funniest videos the two boys have done in a long time. All of the flowers for us. Now there is a story behind that video. Do you recall?
I did not want to fucking do it.
Well, you didn't want to do it, and then also, when we recorded it and I put it in the editing, I just stopped. This is about May. We recorded it. We just stopped and didn't continue with it, because as it turns out, I was dealing with some very severe depression and mental illness.
Yeah,
and that took me out of creating anything, despite of how good it may have been. And we have lost a couple of videos that will probably never see the light of day. Like, there was one about quizzes, there was another one about ranking the worst moments of wrestling. But maybe we can repurpose those ideas for the future. But yeah, Kiss, Marry, Fight was sadly one of those videos that we recorded for. I just never edited, because I was dealing with a lot of things. A lot of bad things. 2024 was a shit fucking year for me. I really hope it's better in 2025. We'll see how we go. But essentially, that video almost didn't happen. I went back and I edited it, and it turned out to be fucking hilarious. Much like the Smash or Pass video.
Yeah.
You hated the idea of it, and during the editing we were unsure about it, but then it turned out to be one of our best videos.
Yeah, it's almost as if...
So that just goes to show, really.
Yeah, I mean...
Step 1, pitch an idea. Step 2, Andy hates it. Step 3, profit.
that's
You just gotta do all the things you don't want to do, basically.
Yeah, if I say no, it means it's yes.
Well, I don't know. Maybe rephrase that one a bit.
When it comes to the Suplah, if I say no, it means yes.
Basically, yes.
Unless I mean no in real life, and I actually mean yes, because consent is yes.
So no is yes, but yes is
no,
yes, but it's no.
Yeah, but this is what happens when you do a show for 3 hours. My brain starts fucking melting.
Oh, I thought we'd be able to do it in an hour and a half. What the fuck was I thinking?
You lied to me!
Because you lied about the run time. Okay, you know what? I don't think we can decide on a winner, but people have enjoyed the output of what we did. I'm thankful for that.
Yes, I'm thankful.
There you go. And I hope that we can continue to do so this year.
Yes. We will continue to make stuff and things.
Plenty of ideas in the pipe, but before we can go, ladies and gentlemen, we have to give our predictions for 2025.
Yes.
Now, luckily, I forgot to ask people for these, so we have some few predictions. Shall we start with everyone else and then go to us?
Yes.
Do you want to hear Carmine's final input to this?
Yeah, go on then.
Because you've been so pleased with it this whole video.
Oh, yeah, it's just been fantastic. Great input there, Carmine. Cheers, man.
Carmine predicts in 2025 that the Giants will lose in Week 1 of the 2025 season in embarrassing fashion.
Okay.
We'll see how we go, but probably yes, because the Giants are bad. I'm sorry.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Brendan Davis will say, the Royal Rumble is going to be an all-timer. So the Royal Rumble will be a very good event.
Okay.
He believes John Cena will have a match in TNA.
No.
That's off the wall. I really hope that happens.
That's never gonna happen.
Bobby Lashley becomes AEW World Champion.
That needs to happen.
I would want that to happen, very much so. Now, what are your thoughts, Andy? What are your predictions?
So, I've got a few here. So, AEW improves. So, creatively...
How are we going to measure that as a metric? How are we going to measure that? Just by your happiness?
Well, I mean, like, if ratings go up, attendances go up. This make steps in the right direction, but they need to start getting rid of the shit storylines and actually finishing their storylines and having decent characters and not twats.
We can only hope.
WWE somehow screws all of this up.
Oh, you know what? I actually have that as a prediction as well. My prediction is WWE will take a dive in quality.
I don't know.
Because we've had it good for a while now. We can't have it good for much longer, surely. Something's going to happen.
Yeah, it's a bubble.
Whether it's just one large thing or loads of little things, I feel like this year is not going to be as good as last year.
And then, my third prediction. And I don't want this to come true.
Ooh.
Vince McMahon makes a comeback.
No, don't say it. Don't put it into existence.
I put it into existence.
I feel like that can't happen. Because if that does happen, I will stop being a wrestling fan.
Well, it may not be in wrestling. He may
or at the very least, a WWE fan. Oh no, there's rumours of that new promotion, isn't there?
Yeah, see?
Vince and Brock's Funhouse. Potentially.
John Cena wins his 17th title.
Oh, you think he's going to beat Cody?
Well, he's going to beat someone.
He's going to beat a world... He's beaten Joe Hendry. His 17th world title will be the TNA world title.
And then Ring of Honor will just finally die.
Oh, you predict this quite often.
It's like a zombie. Just fuck it off.
Just fuck it off?
Yeah, just fuck it off.
Which rule in Zombieland was that?
7.
Double tap, don't use bathrooms, fuck it off.
Yeah, fuck it off.
Yeah, I remember that.
Double tap, fuck it off.
Lord in heaven.
I've got one last one.
Okay.
Now, this might make sense because this promotion is reportedly having financial difficulties.
Oh.
WWE will buy TNA.
That'll be the day.
Because they're partners.
Mm-hmm.
They need a load of content to stick on Netflix.
Oh.
And they've got
you can finally watch 2012 Impact on Netflix.
And they've got...
Yay!
But they've got like a whole bunch of people in that company that have been TNA people.
Oh, true. AJ, others. Fucking hell. Yeah, no, that's a fair shout, actually. You might be right. Was that all your predictions?
Yep, that's it.
Okay, I got a couple.
Okay.
Firstly, WWE will take a dive in quality. Secondly, Jacob Fatu will win a singles championship.
Yeah.
He's already been a tag champ and he's been around for less than half a year, so, you know.
Not out the realms of impossibility.
Right. Bron Breakker will win the World Heavyweight Championship.
I've been saying this for years, I've given up.
For years, you've been saying this?
Well,
It's not been around that long.
Well, I mean, like, I said like, last year that he should win it. Not in a prediction like this, but I was like... After the Rumble last year when Brock got taken out and they put Braun in...
fantastic choice.
Bron Breakker?
Yeah, Bron Breakker.
Yeah, and he was just fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And then they did nothing with him on the main roster.
Well, he's been in the mid-card. He's still cooking, you know? He needs to develop more. If they put him in the world title scene now, I feel like it would be a bad idea, you know?
Alright, fine.
I don't think he could hang with the people who are in that scene right now, you know? Gunther, Rollins... Logan Paul, for fuck's sake.
See what I mean? It's...
Yeah, you're probably right. But hey, I'm specifying the World Heavyweight Championship. I feel like by the end of the year we could be there. He's beaten Gunther before. We could do that.
Fair enough.
And finally, because we can't go without mentioning something about him, CM Punk will main event WrestleMania and win. I don't want to say whether he'll beat Cody, but maybe he's going to win the Rumble, and maybe he's going to win at Mania. Maybe the prophecy will finally come true 10 years later.
I just want him to never main event Mania.
Just because it would be funny. Like, you suck. Fucking can never main event Mania, you fucking turd.
You can't even main event Mania and Vince isn't even here anymore.
Triple H is like, revenge.
Fuck you. Oh, God, okay.
And that's the moral of the story, ladies and gentlemen. Revenge is always worth it.
What the fuck? And that was 2024. So the Royal Rumble is this weekend, isn't it?
Oh, fuck, yeah, it is. Oh, no. Alright, well, there's no time. We've run out of time. Sorry, Matt Damon, we're out of time. We're gonna have to do this privately, but we will do Rumble sweepstakes. We'll see who wins. I'm hoping it's a good event. What do you reckon?
Yeah, no, the Rumble. The Rumble is one of my favourite events because.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know.
Oh, hey, I'm hoping this video comes out before then, so you know.
So you better get on with it.
I got a lot of work to do. So with that, we will see you when we see you.
Yeah.
With whatever the hell we do.
Happy New Year and all that. I know it's been nearly a month, but, you know.
As you know with the Suplah, expect nothing, and we may deliver something.
That's how you do things in life. You set the bar really low, so that anything you do is just automatically fucking fantastic.
Promise nothing, deliver less.
No, that's the wrong way. You promise nothing, you deliver...
everything.
Mediocrity.
Yeah, I'm changing the channel branding now, that's it. Promise nothing, deliver mediocrity. Alright.
Bye now.
Goodbye.